All right, guys. So welcome to the first episode of the Over Gymcast. All right. So here we got Javier, and we have Dinesh. So what's up, guys? How are you guys doing?
Okay, so far.
How,
Well,
how
gyms are opening tomorrow, so that's good.
really? No, really? Are the gyms really opening
Yeah,
tomorrow?
Wait, tomorrow is
gyms
the
are open
21st, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
21st.
man.
Oh shit! I didn't know, man.
I mean, the gym I train at, they're going to open at 7 o'clock. So,
7 a.m.
yeah.
I think mine as well. Yeah.
Javier, you're still with Gymbox, right?
Yeah, I'm still with Gymbox. Still part
Are
time.
they 24 hours, or is it like certain outlets 24?
If I'm not wrong, they are 24 hours, but there's a max cap now. So like 50 for my outlet.
But your outlet is big, man.
Yeah, I think like for most outlets it's 50, but the smaller ones I think it's like 20, 30 or 30 people. Around there.
Dinesh,
Yeah.
what about your outlet?
Air Valley, yeah, you've been there, right?
I mean, I've been there, but like, I want to know the capacity. What's the capacity there?
I remember 30. Yeah.
That's great, man. My gym's like 16.
Same, yeah, it should be the same. Yeah.
16. Wait, 16.
16. Yeah, 16 people
Wait,
at
where's
once.
your gym at? Where's
It's
your gym
McPherson CC. It's a CC.
That gym is small.
Yeah, the gym is small
at?
as shit.
Oh,
It's like
Tiny, bro.
probably 1/3 of yours, Javier.
It's like a 5-room
this is a
flat.
county area, dude.
1/3, dude. That's like it's like we have let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 machines.
And that's
That's it.
all.
That's it. 6 machines and one cable. That's it.
And there's a free weight area, right?
There's a freeway area the other side, so we have like 3 bench, like just a bench, and then like 1 squat rack, a Smith,
It's
and a
pretty
leg press. Yeah, that's it. It's like a, to some people that's a home gym. For real. Like, we have DBs up to 40 kilos. That's it. Yeah. So if you want to go heavier, you got to free weight that shit, lah. I mean, yeah, Javier can't train in my gym. Javier's bench press.
bro.
Javier's bench
Like
pressing
60
like
kilo dumbbells.
yeah, man, nah.
40 ain't gonna do it, man.
Paddy's 40 ain't gonna do it, huh?
Yeah.
But it's cool, man. Like, you know, for some reason, like, you know, even though the weights there are like very limited, I don't know, it kind of feels like there's always like 100 other ways to like make it harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get like drop sets, cluster sets and shit, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you just gotta like use them intensity techniques and shit like that, you know? Whatever
Yeah,
works. I
Why don't
mean,
you
like,
just go to a better gym? That one you
I
go
mean,
to like,
yeah.
like
that's the thing. Lightweight is really near my house.
you stay near lightweight.
Bro, I'm like 15 minutes away from lightweight.
Dude, then you should honestly try and like.
No, I want to, but I'm on a contract with AF.
They do have new equipments there, right?
Yeah. They moved location.
Yeah.
Their previous location was still near, but was further than their current location. So I'm actually considering, like, you know, like once.
But the new location is just like a 5-minute walk away. Is that the same building for lightweight?
I don't know. But but I'm sure like the current location is like way more accessible for me, you know? Like, yeah.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I mean, I don't see why.
No, the only reason why I'm with AF is because it's super close to my house. Like, it's a 2-minute walk.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know,
Yeah.
plus with like work and I just ended school, so that's kind of out of the question now. But if I still had school, then, you know, my AF would still be a better option in a sense. Yeah, but they kind of like took out the 24-hour feature, so like it's not really anytime fitness anymore.
Oh,
You know
I
what I
think
mean?
it's only some outlets. Some outlets are still 24/7.
Yes, some outlets are 24. Like the ones in the malls and shit like that, those are 24. Yeah. Dinesh, how come yours is not 24 hours anymore?
No,
Yours
I
is
think
in
they're just gonna open at 7, but I think from there on it's just gonna be 24 hours. Yeah, because they have people there, you know, throughout. Yeah, so probably remain 24 hours lah. Yeah.
That's
previously,
cool.
Previously when there was the measures as well, it was also 24 hours. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, so I want to ask you guys something. Are both of you vaccinated?
Yeah, I took my first shot.
Yeah,
When?
I first shot as well.
Were you guys took it on the same day?
I'm sure. I took it on like
When did I take mine?
Last week.
Last week?
Yeah,
Did you have?
Probably maybe like last week, 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Wait, Dinesh, did you
I
have
think
any?
14 June, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Any of you guys have any side effects?
No, bro. I mean, the first shot, they said that you won't experience much side effects, and I didn't experience any lah.
That's good.
So,
How about you, Javier?
I trained chest right after the vaccination, so
that's great.
Yeah. It's like,
no issues.
Nothing. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. The thing is, because I'm actually still contemplating, whether or not I should take it.
Go ahead.
Should I?
Just do it, dude.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't. I mean, you guys are in school, so like your schools or MOE or somebody texts you and then tell you to book an appointment, shit like that, right? Yeah, I have no one telling me to take it, so I gotta like kind of do it on my own. You know what I mean?
Because you're in private, right? You're in a private school, right?
Yeah. Plus, I technically graduated already, so there's no one to like tell me, like I'm supposed to book an appointment, shit like that. So I gotta do it myself. But if I'm doing it, I'm probably gonna do it because I kind of wanna. I don't know when I can go back to JB because my mom's there. So I'm kind of thinking like if I'm vaccinated, then it kind of like gives me an opportunity to go back, in a sense, like for a while to see my mom, shit like that. Yeah, so I might do it for like that sake lah. But no side effects for you guys.
Probably won't feel any side effects lah.
Yeah,
cause like a shit ton of my friends. Yeah, sorry.
I mean, are we allowed to talk about like PDs and shit?
I mean, okay, that's the thing though. I kind of don't know the guidelines as to, are we able to speak about that? But I guess you can call them supplements.
Okay, so like supplements, right?
Yeah.
They're a funny story. Like my friend and I both, when we're taking the vaccine, we're still on the supplements, right?
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
The shit thing is, right, for him, he had to take his supplements and the vaccine at the same day itself.
Oh shit, so it was his okay, and then?
And for some reason the dude didn't give him an option to like choose which delt to do it on. And it just
was only
the left side.
It was only the left. Oh, you can only get it on the left one, right?
No, apparently for me, I
can do it on your left or right?
Yeah, they gave me an option, so lucky for me.
Oh, but they didn't give him an option.
I mean, like if in terms of like your supplements, I mean, you always got your glutes, so.
No, but most of us spin delt.
We're gonna get so much shit, and like it's only like the first like 10 minutes, and we're talking about like supplements already. Shit, man. Okay, I mean, it is what it is, lah. Yeah,
it's just another vaccine, dude.
It's just another vaccine. So I mean, I'm not like, I don't know. When I tell people I'm contemplating about taking the vaccine, people think that I'm actually afraid of the vaccine. Like, wait, as in, I'm afraid of getting shot. That's what I'm afraid of. But I'm not actually afraid of that. I'm just, I don't know, man. Like for me, it's more of like, I'm not saying the vaccine is good or bad. I just want to kind of understand how this whole thing works before like, I actually dive in. You know what I mean? Like trying to not put all my eggs in one basket and shit like that. But obviously I'm going to take it at some point. I'm just kind of like, so I wanted to talk to you guys, see what you guys think. And since you guys are like, okay about it, I feel like, kind of makes sense. I just take it as well.
Yeah. Wait, Dinesh, do you get the Moderna or like the Pfizer one?
I think the first shot is Pfizer, right? No.
No.
I mean, it's supposed to be the same shot for both, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't take like Moderna.
You can't mix and match, dude.
Because I remember they said like,
yeah.
No, I remember they said the first one is like a certain brand, then the second one is another brand. No,
bro. I'm pretty sure it's the same brand. That's why you have a card, right, to tell you which vaccine you took first.
Which dose? Yeah. You just check.
Check SMS, dude. You can't stack them together, man. It's not like you stack and you get big, dude. It doesn't work that way.
I don't have the I don't have the letter lah.
God damn.
I forgot which one. It's probably written on that thing lah.
That's it. You're gonna go there and then you're gonna take a different brand. You're gonna like freak out.
Wait, did you guys hear about the case where the kid took the wrong vaccine?
What?
Yeah, no, they gave the kid the wrong vaccine. I mean, they were supposed to give him like, I'm not too sure, I can't remember, but it was supposed to be like either Moderna or Pfizer, but they gave him another one instead. It has to do with the age, if you're in this age margin, you're only allowed this vaccine. If you're in a different age margin, then you're allowed a different vaccine. So apparently they gave him like a different vaccine from his age margin and shit like that, when it was by accident. Yeah, I just thought it was pretty funny. Like, how do you? No, apparently it's a thing. I mean, I saw it on the news. But the thing is, I'm curious as to how this became like how is this a mistake? Like how do you wrongly give?
How do you make mistakes?
I don't know.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Okay, but let's. Sorry, you're saying?
for the people like doing the pins for the vaccine, right? They're all just like part-timers. They just hired them from the streets or something like that.
Yeah.
Bro, are you
noticed.
serious? These are not like nurses, like registered nurses?
Oh, no, I think it's like a part-time role or something.
Dude, they should hire us.
For obvious reasons, right?
I mean,
For
like,
obvious reasons.
oh my god! But you have to. Do you have to like go for a course or
I
something
have
like
a
that?
feeling they are nurses. They're not.
I think they're just like taught a bit.
Taught how to pin.
Yeah, that's all. I think.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
I mean, I think for you, right, the safest bet, right, is that if you don't trust the person, just take it from them and do it yourself.
I'm pretty sure we're not allowed that, man.
When I got pinned, she tried to put in, then she's like, it's not going in. Then I'm like,
huh? No way, dude.
I'm like, why is it not going in? Then she took it out and then she changed everything and went pin again.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, man. Then I was like, I'll just do it myself.
It's not going in. Damn, that's the first time I've ever heard of that. A pin not going in.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. So I wanted to talk to you guys about something that's very important in bodybuilding. So, I know you guys have had your fair shares of like stories and experiences about this kind of shit. So I wanted to ask you guys about your point of view about relationships when it comes to bodybuilding. Like your relationships, meaning not your relationship with like friends or like training partners and shit, but your relationships as in your partner, the person that you choose to be with, and like all that stuff. So I'll start first. Okay, so to me, when I started bodybuilding, I didn't even know what the hell bodybuilding was. I just started to go to the gym like once a week, and then like slowly I just started going every other day, and then from there every other day it became every day. And I didn't have a girlfriend back. Actually, no, wait, I did have a girlfriend back then, but she wasn't very like supportive on that stuff. But I'm not going to like say anything because it's not nice to her, I guess. But I started this journey alone. Like it was a very individual thing. Like I didn't have anyone like telling me what to do or like telling me like how I should do things. So when it came to relationships, I never knew that having a girlfriend or having a partner would affect the whole experience and the whole journey. I didn't know. I was like, it doesn't matter, like who is she to say shit, you know what I mean? It was always like that for me, but like and then when I got into a serious relationship, and then I realized, like, oh, holy shit, you can't do this if your partner is not supportive. You know what I'm saying? You can't just like dive into this whole thing knowing that your partner isn't 100% on board with you, because this shit takes sacrifice. I mean, like you don't even have to be on a competitive level to be able to like experience or understand this level of sacrifice and commitment that you have towards something. So that's my side of it. So Javier, you want to talk about how this has affected you, like your relationships?
Yeah, I think like even with let's say other sports, I'm not trying to diss them or anything, but
okay,
you see other sports, they train like maybe like 3 to 4 times a week, and then they call it a day, just go to like training for agility and shit, right?
All right.
And even then their partners are like, babe, can you not go for training? Like, why are you always going to training and shit? But if you look at bodybuilding, right, it's 24/7.
100%.
So we get more shit like, why can't you just eat out once? Why can't you eat with me? Why can't you go somewhere nice? And then especially when you're on prep, right, you're just like tired and you don't want to go out. You want to stay in bed, right? You just want to lay down there and just rest. So yeah, that brings about a lot of troubles in regards to relationships, especially for mine, where I think I prepped back in, I think for my 2020 show.
Okay.
Like in February, Physique World 2020.
Yeah.
I had a relationship.
Oh, really?
And yeah, I was with this girl, and she was great and all. Like she was quite supportive and shit. But the thing is, I think she just couldn't take how much neglect there was. Because honestly, I was at fault, but it was because like prep and everything. You can't bring her on dates. You feel tired. You feel like shit. So as a result of that, we kind of separated.
All right, so wait. Sorry to cut you short. I just wanted to clarify something. So you said that she was supportive, but she couldn't handle the neglect. Am I right? So in what ways was she like, supportive, if you don't mind talking? Like what exactly was the things that she did that, made it like a supportive relationship?
Okay. So like, I was working part-time at Gymbox as well, right?
All right.
So we have midnight shifts.
Mhm.
So during midnight shifts, I'll be eating my prep food, feeling tired, and she'd come down from her place and spend the entire midnight shift with me, just to
Oh,
keep me like
that's nice.
alive and clean.
Okay.
Yeah. So like all those sacrifices that she has done for me, I kind of
Mhm.
like didn't do the same thing back for her, which I do regret, but like part and parcel of life, just gotta live and learn, you know.
I see.
Yeah. So it is what it
But
is.
wouldn't that be considered as okay, this is my understanding lah. For example, let's say you're prepping, all right? So there are a lot of things that you are not you're not going to be able to do, for the relationship's sake, But I guess that's just a phase in a time. So like, let's say you have like 12 months. Let's say you're prepping as in your off season and your on season, let's say it comes out to 6 months. Am I safe to say 6 months? So 6 months in a year, you quote unquote neglect her. All right. So would you be able to somehow make up for that neglect in the other 6 months of the year? But I'm not saying that this is neglect because you just couldn't give a shit. I mean, this is neglect because you tried to do whatever you can, but your priorities, far outweighed the relationship in that sense. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, someone can argue and say that, you still can make time during prep. I'm not saying no, but like every time that any of us, get to like relax, okay, not relax, to like rest, I think we take it, especially during prep.
For sure.
I mean, any one, have 1 hour to rest, I'll rest. I would lie down on the bed, play a game, or like, just watch a show, like just relax. You know what I mean? So in that scenario, do you think that you could have made it work? Do you think that if you had the 6 months thing going on, do you think that you could have made the relationship work?
I think right now, yes, but like I think at the time it was also a bit of, I would say, self-centeredness, because I was so focused on bodybuilding, right? I literally had
Mhm.
tunnel vision.
Okay.
Even like post show, right?
Mhm.
I was still prepping hard and I was thinking like, fuck, I'm gonna compete here, compete there and shit.
All
So
right.
that added on to more neglect, even post show. Yeah.
But isn't that why you are who you are?
I
Precisely,
think
yeah.
yes and no, because I think you have to find a nice balance of being having a tunnel vision and at the same time caring for people around you. It can't always be
Okay.
about yourself, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, man. But like in my case, I feel that I think it works better 50-50. Like whatever, okay, when I was coming off of my prep, that's when my girlfriend and I, like, we were the most we are doing the most shit in our relationship, but whenever it came for me, like it started from an off season, because I've been on off season for like forever. The last time I stepped on stage was like February 2019.
Was it 2019? I think
Yeah, it was
2018.
2019. No
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
no dude, 2018 I started training.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I competed. I mean, okay, that was a pretty stupid decision. I competed like, upon 1 year after training. So shit, step on
Nah, bro,
stage.
I do the
I
same
mean,
thing.
Yeah.
look at me, man. I mean, like, my first com was like 1 year after I started training, where I did not know anything about dieting,
I don't.
did
I
not know
mean,
anything about.
that's why our placings were shit.
That's why I went on stage 50 kilos.
Okay, that's ridiculous. How do you go on stage at 50 kilos? Because you're not that much shorter than me.
Wait,
That's
how
no.
tall
That,
is Tinesh?
Okay, Tinesh is taller than
That's
you,
really.
Javier, but he's shorter than me. But by the margin is very little. Like, okay, Javier and I have a Javier, you and I have a photo together at 2020, right? Our height is not that different. Just put Tinesh in the middle.
Oh,
You,
okay, okay, okay.
You know what I mean?
okay, I
Like,
went to stage like 50. I think it was 50 kilos or 49-ish
shit,
around there.
man. I
And
started
then
body.
the next time I stepped on stage was 69. So you see the difference. It's
Okay,
like,
okay.
Shit.
yes.
That's a
That's
big
dope.
jump, dude.
I started training at 50. So I kind of like did something like a grow into the show type of shit. I don't know what I was doing lah. Honestly, I don't know what I was doing. But yeah, I stepped on stage at 60,
That's how
67.
we learn. That's how we learn.
67, yeah. When I competed for the first time, I think that was JV's third time or second time. I can't remember.
Nah, my second time.
Second time?
Second, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
second time. All right, yeah. Sorry, go off topic. Yeah. So Javier, you feel that, you know, there has to be a balance, right? A balance between your relationship and your bodybuilding goals.
Yeah,
Okay.
unless like your partner can just suck thumb and take everything and just deal with it, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I have a question. As was your girlfriend at that point? Was she involved in bodybuilding? Was she training? Did she understand? Or was she like completely out of the picture when it came to this shit? Like she didn't know anything.
Completely out of the picture, dude. She want to be a tattoo artist, man. Completely out
Oh,
of it.
that's cool. So she
Yeah.
doesn't train?
I tried to bring her to the gym once and she didn't like it.
She didn't like
Hey,
it?
she was
Yeah.
strong though. She was surprisingly strong, but she didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's potential,
So
man.
that's potential, wasted potential,
Yeah,
man, for
potential,
sure.
man. All right, Dinesh, how about you, man? You got
I
your
mean,
experience
I'm not
in
gonna
doing
lie,
shit.
man. Like bodybuilding, I think it's a very selfish sport. You know,
100%.
you you bodybuild for whom? You know what I mean? It's for yourself. You know, every year, I don't think, okay, for example, like let's say football, you know, they have a routine, but you know, they don't diet every single day. You know, they don't follow, they don't eat every 2 hours.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And like that, for example, if there's a specific match coming up or championship coming up, you know, they train and whatnot, and they have an off season. But I think for people who want to compete and like bodybuild, our off season is also for us to actually gain weight and you know put on some size for our next competition. You know, and then we're dieting and whatnot. So it's 24/7, like James says, 24/7. You know, if you're not training, you know, we're either reading up on some bodybuilding shit, you know, to help us improve and whatnot. Yeah,
I think when we're not training, we're sleeping, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
We're
yeah.
talking about
We're
bodybuilding
either sleeping
magazines, right?
or
Yeah.
eating,
Wait.
you know. So
Yeah.
I
yeah,
found
and like
hold on.
Yeah.
Someone gave this to me, dude.
Oh shit!
yeah,
You
look
got
at that.
holy
Yo.
shit!
Dope,
Where did
man.
you get that?
I think
That's
there's
dope.
this friend of mine, he's like some old uncle, and then he has a home gym. So we met in a
What's
park,
the
right?
contents in it?
The contents in
Dude,
it.
what
I mean, it's
year
very
was
pro
it from?
It's November 1999, dude. The Dorian
Holy
Yates on the
shit!
front cover, man.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Before
Okay,
we
yeah.
were born, man.
Where are
Okay,
we
then,
ever going to get like the Flex magazines in Singapore?
yeah, dude. You can even PO them, dude. They got this thing to cut out.
Holy shit! Wait,
Wow.
I want to ask you guys: do they have muscular development in Singapore?
I don't
magazine?
think so. I think it never came in.
Muscular
Never seen
development
one.
is not here.
Never seen.
I only
Never
know
seen
that I know they have men's health, but like
Men's
That's-
health is kind of
that's like generic, right?
yeah, it's a generic like fitness stuff.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So Dinesh, you were saying
Yeah.
about
So you know, on season you're dieting and whatnot, and you have to take care of yourself,
okay.
and you don't really like think much of like your surroundings, especially the people you work with or like the people you live with,
Yeah.
and your partners, for example. And then your off season also you're training and all that. So I think when you get into the sport of bodybuilding, it's all about you know, improving yourself, and then you and I wouldn't say you neglect your partner. Like for me, in my case, both the times where I competed, right, I wasn't in a relationship.
All right.
You know, so I was in fact I competed to prove to my past relationship that you know I'm capable of something. Yeah.
That's
and
great, man. That's great.
during the whole like period where I was prepping for competition, I wasn't with anyone. So you know, I was with people who had similar goals as me, you know. So that really helped me with my prep. So I wouldn't know how it feels to be with someone during a prep. You know, I don't know how it affects. But right now I'm in a relationship and I'm working towards my next competition.
All right.
And you know, in this relationship, I hope that you know my partner will support me in whatever I do. But the thing is, yes, there are times where like she feels neglected, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, because it's very tough, like because I don't really have time to you know go out with her and you know have fun, you know, and like I can't eat out anymore, you know, we're dieting and whatnot every single day, and yeah, it's very tough, man. I mean, comparing the lifestyle that I used to have, the lifestyle that I have now, it's very different, and I think if you were to be in a relationship while with a bodybuilder, you're gonna have to give in a lot. Yeah, you're gonna have to
Definitely.
give in a lot.
Yeah.
You have to really understand from their point of view, because it's very hard to be someone who follows a routine and works out and eats specific timings and whatnot, and you can't even eat outside. No more fast food. It's not like dating a normal person, right? So a normal person wouldn't want to, diet 24/7. A normal person wouldn't want to wake up early and go to the gym and train 4 hours and come back. And it's not hard to. I mean, it's not very easy to be with someone who bodybuilds. Yeah. So, in my opinion, I feel like I don't know, if you want to date someone who's a bodybuilder, I think you just have to give it a lot. Yeah.
But do you think
Really
that's justified? Like the fact that other people get into a relationship with people like us and then they're like, oh no, you have to sacrifice. You have to be prepared for this. Is it justified?
That's the thing, man. That's the thing. Because it's very
no, don't get me wrong. I feel it's justified. Do you know why I say that?
It is?
It's because I never asked you to get into a relationship with me.
Fair enough.
You get what I mean? Like it's a two-way street. I show an interest to you. All right. You express an interest towards me. I explain to you my reality. You explain to me your reality. If I can accept your reality and you cannot accept my reality, then this relationship is not going to work.
Yeah.
We can have our reservations towards each other's reality. I feel that that's totally normal. But if you said that, okay, you know what, I'm going to accept your reality, and then when shit comes to shove, when it's actually, when it actually takes part in your life and you're affected and you bounce, that's not on me. You know what I'm saying? That's because you couldn't come through. I mean, I don't want to sound like a complete dick here, you know what I'm saying? But like, this is just, it's factual, like basically what people say, if you cannot just say, you know what I mean?
Right.
If you cannot just say, no one's forcing you. If you don't want to be a part of the relationship or you don't want to be in a relationship with, with like that person, then
I think all this makes us sound like a dick, to be honest.
I mean, but the thing is, it makes us sound like that, but this is the truth. If you cannot handle it, then just say it, because at the end of the day, the longer you let this run, the more it's going to hurt.
Correct. And like, I feel like if your partner, for example, like leads a different lifestyle, for example, like drinking out on the weekends and partying and all that, it's going to be very hard to be with someone like that, because
100%.
You guys have like very different lifestyles.
Very two extreme lifestyles, right?
They're opposite ends of the spectrum.
Complete polar opposite.
Yeah. And I think being with someone like that, it's going to be very hard. I mean, similarly, like friends, like once the moment I started working out, I lost a lot of friends. We don't have the same goal. They want to go and have fun in the weekends, go and drink and whatnot. But here I am, wanting to go to the gym and work out. So
Javier looks like something to say.
Yeah, you can always bring your prep food there, and like while they drink, you just eat your prep food and drink your protein.
I know, but that's the
I've
thing,
done that before, dude.
I feel like whenever I do that, okay, because I've been to like chalets and shit where I was prepping, and I had like my veggie roni and beef, with like the mustard and shit like that. And then how usually like every chalet has like a barbecue, and then like they're cooking shit, so I can't eat any of that. So I put like a tin foil over my Tupperware, and then like I put it on the grill, just to like, just because I know microwave, so like, my food was cold, so I was like, I gotta do what I gotta do, and then just to feel like a part of the thing going on.
Very. And those friends supported you in whatever you're doing?
It's not to say support, but like they didn't mind. They weren't all like, hey, just eat, like, hey, shala, come.
Yeah. So those are the type of people that, it's very hard to be with, because, for example, I'm in school, right?
Okay.
I bring my prep food and whatnot, and these friends they just break fast, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
so they want to go out and eat as a group of friends together. And then they're telling me, you know what, you don't need to diet today lah. Just go and eat lah. I mean, what's the difference? What difference is it gonna make? It's just one meal or it's just one day of cheating and whatnot. So these are the people that you're gonna be very hard on, like, to be with on a regular basis. They don't understand your goals, and they don't understand the importance of it to you and whatnot. So I mean, if your friends are supportive and they don't mind you, bringing your prep food and whatnot, then I think these people are fine to have around you, as a support. Yeah, but if you're gonna face people who, like, for example, don't believe in what you're doing, don't see the importance, don't see how important it is to you, then it's gonna be very hard to be with these people. Yeah.
Is this why we're so lonely sometimes?
What?
Is this why we're so lonely sometimes?
Maybe.
It's a very deep turn, but yeah.
I mean, like,
maybe.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, sometimes shit gets lonely, like.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, it doesn't matter. Even if you're in a relationship, even if you're not, like, sometimes going through this shit, like, up here, it gets really lonely. I don't know. So you guys, so you think that the people that you surround yourself with really affect you, but from a relationship standpoint, you know what? Go through a prep, compete, and then I'll ask you the same question again. Ask
since I'm in a relationship now,
right?
right?
Since you're in a relationship, I'm gonna ask you. Right? So Dinesh, how was
the
it?
thing is, I've told her my goals.
Okay.
Of, like, what I eventually want to look like, and I mean, when I was training, I showed her a video of Ronnie Coleman just to scare her lah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, good option. Good option. Showing Ronnie Coleman.
I'm not gonna be like Ronnie Coleman. That's crazy. Yeah. So just to scare her. Then she was like, "Oh, are you gonna become like that?" No, it's not. Yeah, but I told her I was just joking, and, like, I'm not gonna become like that or anything.
Javier, have you done shit like that?
Like showing my partner, like,
Ronnie Coleman's video, and I'm like, "So this is what I'm gonna be."
Dude, I put it on my living room TV for the whole family to watch it.
That's great, man. I mean, I used to do that shit too, but just to, like, scare her. Because let's be honest, none of us are gonna be Ronnie Coleman. You know what I mean? So, like,
we'll never know.
I mean, okay,
we'll find out.
Maybe Javier, maybe Dinesh, not me, man. I can't be Ronnie Coleman.
Which category I guess competing in, actually?
Physique. I mean, I've made my peace. I think I suit physique well.
Yeah. Dinesh?
What?
Dinesh is probably doing
classic or men's physique.
I'm just gonna stay in men's physique, man.
Well, I guess I'm the only one with legs.
I mean,
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's not wrong. You're not wrong. It's true. But, like, okay, the thing is, right? Okay, going off topic here. I actually started training legs twice. I split my session to quads and, like, anterior, posterior. So it's working, but it's not working well enough for me to go into classic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's not only, it's not only about just having legs. It's also, you gotta have that flow, man. You gotta have that classic flow for you to be able to compete in classic. I just don't have that flow. Like, I feel like, how do I say?
Well, you never know, man. I mean, practice makes permanent, man. I mean, I don't believe in practice makes perfect. I believe in practice makes permanent. So
that's for sure.
Never know.
But that's true. But I feel like this is my personal opinion. I feel that I will do better in physique than I would do at like classic. And I've also come to a point where I've accepted my genetic pool and my genetic capabilities. Right. So, like, I'm not going to, like, okay, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna, like, train as hard. You know what I mean? It doesn't change anything. I'm gonna still train like a, like a dog. But, like, at the end of the day, like, you just gotta come to understand what you're capable of. Like I said, I'm not gonna go out here and say, like, one day I'm gonna be exactly a Ronnie Coleman. You know what I mean? Like, that's a bit far-fetched, you know what I'm saying? But, as time goes, maybe my goals will change. Maybe my mindset towards my ability and my capabilities might change. Never know. But as of now, I mean, I've been put on hold for so long. Like, I don't even know when's the next time I'm going on stage, man. For real. I'm enlisting in 4 months. I think so.
Oh, 4 months, damn,
Mm.
that's soon. Like
Yeah.
October, right?
My deferment is still October. I don't know when I'm going in. So yeah. So I'm assuming I'm going to go in October. So if I do, I'm probably in SAF, 100% in SAF.
Are you gonna like malinger and try to like down pass and shit?
Dude, I have a partially torn hamstring. I have childhood
Oh, so
asthma. I have what else do I have? I don't know. I guess that's two. But I don't have any records for my childhood asthma because I was 2 years old when it happened and I was in Malaysia. So I don't
I
know
mean,
how I'm going to find these like proof. I have to like dig up and ask my mom. And I tore my hamstring recently, but I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't go anywhere. I was like,
I don't think you need to like have proof. Just tell them,
I
because
just
the
need to go
army,
to the
right?
airport and tell them.
Yeah, just tell them because they're afraid of getting you hurt. So you're gonna kick
100%.
again.
Fair enough. Yeah.
No, because
Yeah.
I couldn't walk, man. Okay, so I just wanna sorry for the off topic, but I really want to tell you guys what happened. So I tore my hamstring. You wouldn't believe this. Doing a 1 plate RDL.
I mean, for me, it's believable. I tore
It
my,
happens, man. Yeah.
yeah, my back fucked up on like a warm up set as well.
Oh yeah, you told me like this was few days before your PW, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Both
shit.
whoa.
Yeah. No, I was really pissed off because like I think COVID just like the whole circuit breaker thing was just uplifted. Then I started getting back into the groove of training. And then I hit that barrier and then the web that I last left on. And then I was slowly starting to make more progress. I was 2 weeks into making progress. Boom, I tore my hamstring. And then I couldn't do any free weight movement. Everything had to be machine. And my gym didn't even have a lot of machines. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you didn't go to the hospital for it, I think it's not that.
It's not that serious. Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was just like I don't think it was like a tore off the tendon, like off the bone type of shit. I think it was just like in the middle, like your hamstring muscles are really long, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's like somewhere in the middle there was a tear, but I heard a very loud pop sound that was
Yeah.
closer to my hip than it was to my knee.
That happened for my adductors as well, dude.
Your adductors?
Yeah, so basically I've got 2 annular torn discs. So basically,
Okay.
like your disc, right? It's like a membrane surrounding the liquid.
Yep.
The membrane tore. So the liquid leaked out and it's kind of like it's like disintegrated discs.
Do you know which
more or
disc
less.
which disc this was?
Yeah. L3, L4, L4,
Okay.
L5. So 2 discs.
So it's like the
So-
whole thing. Like the whole
Yeah.
part of it, one after the other.
So like there were two separate incidences. So the
Okay.
first one was I was doing like a squat motion thing, and
Alright.
you know the butt wink, right?
Yep.
I think my butt winked and it popped. So that's the first time back in like I'll say like mid 2019.
Was squatting
early
really
2019.
heavy?
I think it was like I think it was quite heavy, dude. You know this machine, I think it's called B squat. It's like similar to a hack squat.
B squat. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's like a platform that you stand on top and there's the paddings on your shoulders.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm aware. Yeah.
I was doing that, but
Mhm.
facing the machine itself, and I was
Okay.
squatting like 4 plates, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, and butt winked pop first time. And the funny thing was, right, it hurt, yeah, but it didn't hurt that much till like I couldn't walk. So I tried to like carry on with my routine, doing hamstring curls and shit.
Yeah.
But I gave up because I couldn't even straighten my leg when I was sitting down because it hurt so much.
Yes. Oh my god. Yep.
Yeah.
I know how you feel.
So
Yeah.
fast forward, like I think like a month later, I felt fine. So I continued training again, right? No
Mhm.
big deal. I didn't see a doctor or anything. Then the second time it happened, it was 1 week out from physique ward, dude.
Oh
My
yeah, I
first
remember.
debriefing workout.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a serious one because I
It
think my
was
body just-
obvious on stage,
Yeah, you could see the
Yeah, because
difference in the
I
muscle
was in the crowd with Herlan, and then Herlan and I were like, "Yo, you see that shit?" And we're like, "Yeah, we see that shit."
injury, dude.
Yeah.
It was my first depletion workout. I was supposed to train back and chest to deplete them,
Okay.
right? So I was 0 carbs, dehydrated and all.
Mhm.
Actually, I was well hydrated. It's just that my body was lacking a lot of nutrients. So I was doing a warm-up set for the cable rows, right?
Mhm.
And I mean, it's also on my part. I shouldn't have been using like free weight movements to deplete. You should
Yeah.
use like a machine,
You should stick with machines.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I felt like, wow, the contraction, it was so good. I was feeling my entire back activate, right?
Mhm.
Next thing I know, I felt something pop.
Wait,
And-
what exercise was this again?
Cable row.
Oh shit.
Yeah, cable rows, dude. It popped. I let go of the weight. I lay straight back onto the bench and started screaming in pain, dude. The pain scale for that, right? It was like 11 out of 10, dude. It,
Holy shit.
yeah, I lay down there for solid like 30 minutes, and then my friends had to carry me to the floor so people could use the machine, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then we got a wheelchair from the mall, right? And my friend was prepping with me. You know Ming Xuan?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, he was prepping with me, right? So
Okay.
he actually wheeled me to the A&E, could take what? At
Oh,
Jurong there, yeah. He wheeled me there, and after that, I stood up. I mean, he left already, so I
okay.
went there for like 2 hours. So I was thinking, right, am I gonna miss this show? Like, I was so stressed out. I was thinking, like, shit, I've prepped like 12 weeks for this shit. Am I just gonna, like, because of one injury, I don't compete?
Mhm.
So I was like, fuck it. I tried to stand up. I could stand up, moved a bit. I was like, okay, it feels so much more better now. I'm gonna go back and just train chest. So I took the wheelchair on my own. I walked back to my gym and continued training chest.
Dude,
Like,
that's
yeah,
insane, man.
but
Oh my god. So how was your chest session?
it was pretty decent, not gonna lie. It still felt good.
That's
But that's
insane,
back pain,
man.
you know.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, I remember I was when I tore my hamstring, it was like my warm-up set. So I think it was my fault. I think like I tried to over exaggerate the range of motion. Like I was just trying to like there was too much back flexion. Sorry, too much back flexion. And then my knees were also like not in that good degree. And then I tried to exaggerate the range of motion just to like get in the feel. My girlfriend was at the back, and she was just like watching me, because it was a warm up, and then she was just like a pop sound. Then after the weights were so close to the ground that I just kind of like let them go, and then I turned around and I looked at my girlfriend and said, "You heard that?" And then she was like, she was like, she was
So
like,
jaw just dropped to the floor, dude.
she was like, you know what's the first thing she asked me? Did you fart?
I knew it.
And I was like, no, I didn't fart. I tore my hamstring. And then after she was like, oh shit. So I sat down and I couldn't sit down because like I told you, the pop sound was closer to my hip than it is to my knee. So I assumed the tear was closer to the hip joint. So I couldn't sit down and I couldn't walk. So I didn't have a stretcher. I didn't have a wheelchair. I didn't have the crutches, nothing like that. So I just like used my girlfriend as a crutch. And I thank God the gym's 2 minutes away from my house. So I was using my girlfriend as a crutch, and then like she brought me home. And I was like, yeah, I'll see how this goes. So I texted someone about this because it's the first time this happened to me. So the person was like, yo man, just go to the doctor, man. Get the shit checked out. So I woke up the next day. I was like, can I walk? I could walk. Does it hurt? Yeah, it hurts. I was like, okay, first thing I'm going to check for is any bruises. Is there any bruising, any swelling? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I was like, okay, this is a good sign, but that doesn't mean it's not messed up. You know what I'm saying? So I think a week later, I was like, no, screw that. It wasn't a week later. I think the next day, I went and I was doing all machines. I mean, I don't know, just so stubborn,
Yeah,
Like
I think most of us just want to work out, right?
Yeah, like
we don't want to like stay at home.
I did try. I'm not going to lie, I did. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna sit down here today. I'm gonna watch some Netflix, get in some work done. I'm gonna go to the gym. I mean, then I'm gonna then I'm gonna rest. Okay, so see shit.
You're just sitting down here. You're still like, go to the gym.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, let's just rest, dude. I was like getting so agitated. I was so angry. I was like, you know what? Screw this shit. Let's just go and see
it out, man. Yeah,
get a pump workout in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just get some movements in, for the sake of it. So yeah, then I tried training legs. Oh man, I couldn't do this shit. I couldn't train legs for like forever, man. I think 3 months. 3 months I couldn't
How's
train
it now?
legs.
Now it's fine now.
No, it's great now, man. It's great. Like my range of motion is back. But I can't run.
I mean,
Take it slow, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
none
I
of
can't-
us run. Come on, man. None
No,
of us run.
I mean, like when it comes to like, I'm afraid because what happens when I have to do my 2.4 in NS? I can't run. Like it's so like unnatural. I don't know if it's just because I haven't
Yeah,
ran.
that's the thing. Like the thing is like I just started like incorporating running into my cardio, you know, because I used to just climb stairs. Yeah, that was my favorite type of cardio. So this is right, and my tibia, the tibialis anterior, right?
Yeah.
It hurts so much, you know, even when like
Okay,
I do
wait,
like jogging.
for it's for those who don't know what a tibialis anterior is. What is it?
It's okay. It's like the front of your shin. It's like
The
the front
bone.
of your shin, right?
Yeah.
The muscle there. Yeah. So that part hurts when like 15-20 minutes into just running.
Wouldn't that be
So it's
called a
like-
shin splint then?
Yeah. So it's like a shin splint, but
Okay.
it's so like it occurs so often. Like I don't know if like legs are just weak or like I've not done cardio for so long or I've not done running for so long that you know it starts to hurt so much.
I think it's usually because you haven't like ran in a long time. I think that's probably a reason why.
Maybe.
All right, yeah. So we circled
Good
quite
to show
far.
you how like how often I run.
I know, you know how often you run? That I don't even know you run. That's how often you run. No, okay, wait. So yeah, so we kind of went off track for like a while there. So just to circle back, the relationships part again. So JV, are you seeing anyone?
Right now, nah.
Nah?
I've been single for the past like what, half a year, 6 months,
That's
7
good.
months. Yeah.
Okay, wait.
How's that going for you, man?
My right has been getting more jacked though. Yeah, on the bright side.
That's ridiculous. That's not true. That never
Ah,
works. It's such an exaggeration, you know. People say like, you know,
It is.
your right hand
is,
gets
it
like,
is.
you know, super jacked up. And I'm like, no, it doesn't.
Nah, but like without relationship, I think it's pretty. You feel lonely, yeah. But I think it's just something you get used to, you know. But I guess I'm not spending as much. So
Spending
that's a good
100%.
plus.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, this is a great plus, dude.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think like the major part is the loneliness factor, dude. It's been getting to me. And plus
Really?
the whole lockdown thing, you don't get to see your gym bros in the gym, you know.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, so it really kind of sucks, but I make do, you know.
Yeah. That's actually pretty real, man. Like most of the time, not everyone has a relationship and not everyone
Yeah.
has the opportunity to have a relationship during prep or, you know, in a bodybuilding
I think
regimen.
like yeah, there's one thing I'll bring up. Like remember how Luke Sando passed away?
Oh yeah, you know, rest in peace, man.
Yeah, I think rest in peace, Luke. But I think that really goes to show how much shit that we have to deal with in our heads and like how
Yep.
gym is our only escape. Because like
Yeah.
as much as Luke's family wants to blame his cardiac arrest on steroids, right? But his best friends are saying that, you know, you can induce cardiac arrest, which they're trying to hint that it was a induced one and it was suicide, you know.
Yep.
So yeah, it just sucks, man, to see like even someone like Luke, he had like almost everything, one of the best in the game, a home gym and everything. But just because he missed out the social part, being in a public gym, it affects him that much that you know he's up there now. Yeah,
I agree with you, man. That's why I kind of mentioned just now, like even though you're in a relationship, it can get lonely up here, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's not just about, you know, being people think that, you know, having a relationship is like, you know, the end of all, you know, like once you're there, like you have everything complete. But it's not, man. That's not true, you know. Like it's just for your own, it just helps, but to a certain extent, you know. You can't really reap all the benefits that you get from like actually training and shit like that, which kind of like brings us to the other topic that I kind of want to talk about today, which is kind of like bodybuilding and our mental health. So I just want to ask you guys, like, what do you all do bodybuilding for? What is bodybuilding to you in terms of like that mental aspect? I know a lot of people have different reasons as to why they pursue bodybuilding or why they love going to the gym or why they, you know, experience a bodybuilding regimen, a bodybuilding lifestyle. You know, they don't necessarily have to compete, but like, you know, I know a lot of people who just, you know, train and eat. They eat clean, they train, you know, but they just don't compete. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what is it to you? Okay, we start with Jay first. What is it to you? Like, why do you do this?
I think like okay, so I've been doing like 3 years now, right? And like 3 years, I think like 2 years ago, I started training. And 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 like 2 years ago, I started tr calisthenics, like push-ups and shit, right? Since I was in primary school. So I think primary 3, I was 10 or 9 at the time.
Were
I
you
was
from a
bullied in
sports
school.
background?
Nah, bro, I can't do sports for shit, man.
Okay,
No, sports
nice.
are not a thing for me.
All right.
Yeah, but I
okay.
was bullied in primary school. So it wasn't like a major bullying thing. I wasn't like the lonely kid. I was an okay kid, just that this one dude like to pick on me like a lot, right?
Okay.
So I started working out, trying to get jacked. And I think eventually in secondary school, right, it became not really became it became a defense mechanism. That's one thing, because I had issues at home with my family as well, right?
I see.
My dad was kind of an alcoholic, you know, and he would abuse the fuck out of my family, except me though. So like some issues in my head. But anyways, so that became a defense mechanism. But subsequently as well, I started watching true bodybuilding, like how bodybuilding is. And on top of being a defense mechanism, it became like an art for me, you know.
Did anyone introduce this to you, or did you like find this out for yourself?
It was just by myself. I remember like primary school was just for the get rid of the bully, right? And in secondary school, it became I watched Conor Murphy, dude. Conor Murphy was like my jam, bro. And now he's over there drinking like his premium juice, you know, like
shit, the shit's disgusting.
Conor Murphy and his fuckable physique.
Yeah, the good old times, man.
Yeah. I remember.
He go take off his shirt and all.
But I was really late to the game. I was really late. Like I was there when I don't know, like Simian Panda was popping. Okay. So that's like, I think it's after the Conor Murphy like regime, you know, like, you know, the Conor Murphy reign. Sorry, yeah. So for me, I was pretty late into the game. I think 2016, something like that. So yeah, so sorry, Javier, you were saying about you know, the struggles at home and, you know, being bullied in primary school. So that's, you know, what allowed you.
I think that's what started this whole thing. Yeah.
Right. So why do you continue with then?
Yeah, because I think in secondary school it became like an art. So like, you know, I was talking about Conor Murphy, right? So it went from Conor Murphy to like I was watching more of like Jeremy Buendia, and then Evan Santopani and Chris Bumstead came along. And so you see like these different structures, different physiques, from men's physique to classic to opens. They all have their own like unique structure, right?
Yes.
And from there on out, I saw it as like an art, because you know they all say, right, bodybuilding is like you're the sculptor and you are your own sculpture, and you are the sculptor as well.
Yes, correct.
So that comes the art that bodybuilding brings, you know, which is kind of cool. I mean, we all do this, right? So you guys can appreciate the physics and all. Yeah. That's about it.
So how does this relate back to your mental health now? I mean, if I asked you to stay away from the gym for like a month for no reason, would you do it?
Nah, bro. Okay, I think.
Okay, but okay, physics side aside, you know, like of course, you know, we're gonna feel like, okay, we're not going to necessarily lose a lot of muscle mass in 1 month. In fact, we may not even lose anything, you know, but we're going to lose in our head. So that's what I want to ask you, like, would you?
Yeah, I think especially this lockdown, right?
Okay.
I feel like something was different about this compared to our first one. I don't know if you guys felt that.
Oh my god, yes, 100%.
Yeah, right?
100%. I don't know what's different. Okay, wait. So sorry to cut you short, but I feel for me, I feel that it's because I'm disappointed for the second time. That's what hits different. You know, like this, like I never thought that this shit would happen again. You know what I'm saying? Like we already went through it, you know, we've overcome. I started to make progress again, and then this shit shut down.
Yeah, a good analogy came to my I think a good analogy that came to my head. This is gonna sound a bit weird, but it's like cool. Edging, you know. You know, like the lockdown. Okay. Like edging.
Oh, okay.
So they lock down, right? And then they edge you for a bit and the gyms reopen and they edge you and like you start getting progress. And they just nope.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
for you, man.
I feel like I'm so tired of having to get back up. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I'm tired of always having to start all over again when it's clearly not my fault. You know, if I decided that I'm going to take a break from bodybuilding and then I have to restart, that's on me. But these are factors that we can't control and it's affecting me. And that's why I think everyone's disappointed because we have to keep starting all over again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So for you, Javier, when it comes to your mental health, do you think that the gym important? I mean, like, do you think that that gym is an important factor to you, or do you think that this is something that is leisure but is necessary to you? So, what is it like for you?
I think it's all of the above, man, because mental health wise, like this time on, right, this second lockdown,
Mhm.
I don't know, like I said, it felt different. And my head was just such a clusterfuck, you know, like how do I phrase this? It's just okay, so I had a few weeks of not training at all. And I felt so shit, dude. I felt like my world was collapsing. I would just wake up and go back to sleep. I don't even get out of my bed.
Oh my god.
I just go straight back to sleep. And I ate like a meal a
100%.
day. One meal a day. And you know, I'm someone who eats like 3,000 to 3,500 calories every day. And I dropped that to like 1,000 just from that one meal. And but after those 2 weeks, right, my friends hit me up and they were like, bro, I've got like equipment. You want to come train with us? And I was like, yeah, sure. Then ever since I started training with them again, right, dude, that my whole just flipped back to like the fucking great side, dude. Started training well again.
That's
and
great. Were you eating? Were you eating right as well?
I was getting there. I was fitting like 2-3 meals, you know, slowly coming back up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel you. For me, so for you, when you're not bodybuilding, is it safe to say that you tend to not eat as much anymore? You just don't feel like eating? Because no one likes to eat. You know what I'm saying? No one likes to eat, you know?
No, I think there's like 2 coping mechanisms. You hear people like they stress eat, right? But for me, when I get stressed, I eat lesser.
Shit,
Yeah,
dude,
so
I'm stress eating, dude. I eat like everything inside, everything. Like it can be from like carbonated drinks to like but I mean I try to go for the 0-calorie option, but sometimes your green teas and shit like that. Then you have your McDonald's, and then you have your, I don't know, man. I'm just eating whatever it's inside, whatever is in my sight, and I lost 6 kilos.
That's the thing, man.
I'm pissed off, dude. I'm pissed off. Like, gee, 6 kilos, like.
It goes to show how different foods metabolize differently in your system.
100%. Like, honestly, I wasn't tracking, but I sat down one day and I did like an estimate. Let's just see how much I'm eating in one day. And then I put together, I'm like, geez, I'm not even hitting like 2.5. You know, I'm not even hitting 2.5. And I'm like eating everything inside. I'm like, what the hell's wrong? And I realized that, like, I don't know, man. It's a lot of food. It's just not working for me. I think it's a very like large volume food, but not really nutrient or nutrient dense. You know what I mean? So, which relates to, larger volume, low calorie type food. But yeah, I just wasn't eating enough, I guess. But yeah, so I kind of like, I don't know, like I wouldn't say I've lost any size. I just don't look as full. Even
you don't feel the same. You don't feel the same.
Yeah, honestly, I can physically look the same, but mentally I'm not. It's very different,
True.
So Javier, is this like therapy to you?
Yeah, but for sure, man. Iron therapy, that's what we all call it, right?
Yeah. So this is like therapy to you?
Yeah, it's just a place for you to vent your anger, vent your sadness, or whatever that's on your mind, dude. Yeah.
No, that's the thing, because when the gyms close, it's like a therapist going on vacation.
Yeah, dude.
All gone.
It's like a therapist going on vacation, and then now you start fidgeting. Now you're like, holy shit, what do I do? You know what I mean? How's it like for you, Dinesh? What's bodybuilding like for you, like mentally?
I mean, as in why I started, goes way back in, like, I think similar to Javier, I don't know if it's a thing, but it seems like everyone has faced some sort of bullying. Yeah.
Shit, man, did we all get bullied?
Maybe all bodybuilders get bullied. I don't know.
Right. At some point of their life, right?
Mine was pretty traumatic for me because in primary school I was in Boys Brigade.
Okay.
Right, Boys Brigade, and we had this camp where, like, I don't know, it's like a CCA camp or whatever. Yeah, and I was about primary 2 if I'm not wrong, and there was this primary 6 kid, and I was showering, and they busted the cubicle door open, and I was naked, and they started like throwing tissue at me and like laughing, and I was naked and I was just like sitting on the floor crying. So
wait, how old were you?
I think I was primary 2 and the kids were primary 6. Yeah. you see, that's the type of like students we have, primary 6, and they are already like that. So that was the very first time I felt something very traumatic in my life. Even like when my dad was an alcoholic as well, and like even then, he wouldn't like hit us or anything, but he would always shout, and I would shout back. Even as a small kid, I would like, hey, don't shout at mommy or something like that,
Yeah.
But that experience that I had in primary school was really traumatic because I was naked and like I didn't know what to do. Yeah, so that was the very first time I got bullied, and then I didn't do much about it. Like, I never complained to anyone. I just kept it to myself. And then we went to secondary school, and the very first day of secondary school, I already got bullied by my own race.
Holy
kids.
shit. Yeah. Okay.
So these were like Sec 4 kids, and then I was just eating in the canteen.
Shit. Okay.
And then they came and sat beside me and was like, hey, why are you staring at my friend? I was like, oh no, I never stared. They was like, give me your phone number, we settle outside school. I was just like, come to think of it now, like Sec 4 kids attacking a Sec 1 kid.
Yeah.
So those were the bullying cases that I've encountered in my life. But the main reason why I even stepped into the gym in the first place was I think my insecurity, because I was dating this girl. I wouldn't say dating like on a very
you were exclusive
high level dating. Yeah, it's just like I would meet her every day and like wait for her to finish school and whatnot. And I think at the end of towards like Sec 3 or like I think Sec 4, like at the end, I asked her if like we want to be together, and then I got this instead. She said why would I be with someone like you? So after all that, like me waiting for you and buying you food and like waiting for you after school and whatnot, and then you just say, why would I be with someone like you? So I was really hurt because like I didn't know, I felt used, I felt really used, and I thought, okay, maybe it's because of the way I look. Maybe I don't look good enough. Maybe it's like I'm too skinny or what. I didn't used to play sports as well. I wasn't a very athletic kid. I was in boys brigade in secondary school as well. And then so I decided to step into the gym. So that was the main reason why I started, was actually because of my own insecurity. So, and I didn't want to get bullied anymore. So I stepped into a gym. I had a friend who guided me. But the thing is, when I first started, I used to train arms every day.
I think no one did that. Do you do that?
I think
I
did that. I know. I started off. I had a set of dumbbells because I was too insecure to go to the gym. So I had a set of dumbbells, and then I was training arms every day. I was doing like, it wasn't just like curls, like I was doing like triceps and like forearm curls and like, whatever I could to like build arms, like that's it.
Yeah.
Until I was like, what, this shit isn't gonna cut it. Till I went to an actual gym. Yeah. Sorry, Tanisha, you were saying?
So like that's the thing. Like I didn't start with like, I wouldn't say proper guidance, but because my friend brought me to the gym, taught me some exercises here and there. Then I started going and like I fell in love with it lah. Then I decided, what, let's try to compete, because I felt lean. Because I was skinny as fuck. I was skinny as fuck. I had like a few abs or whatever.
Yeah.
I felt lean. So I was like, what, let's go and compete. Yeah. And then that's when I learned that shit, like this shit is like tough, this shit is real.
Yeah.
Like not everybody can compete, it takes some sort of like level. Yeah. So I was like, shit, man. And after my first competition, I got there were 5 people in my category, including me. Okay. And I got 5th place. So I was like, I'm never going to step on stage again. That's it. I'm never going to step on stage again. I'm just going to, lift for my own self.
So what made you come back?
So that's it. So I was like, no, I'm just going to lift here and there. Then, and then I think that was the period of time where I was in IT, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
And then for my internship, I think the next year, I went to Anytime Fitness.
Okay.
Yeah. So IT was also the place where I fell in love with fitness overall, like nutrition and fitness. And then I did my internship in Anytime Fitness.
Okay.
Then I met my coach, and then he asked me, "You compete before?" Then I was like, "Yeah, yeah." Then I showed him the pictures. Then he's like, then he wanted to laugh, but I think he didn't. Yeah, so then I told him if I could compete again, I would. Then he was like, he himself competed before, he has competed before in men's physique and whatnot. So he was like, okay, if you want to compete, then go for it. I'll guide you. Then he was like, but if you don't no money, don't talk lah. That was like,
That's
okay,
true.
I understand. Yeah. So I decided to redeem myself. Yeah, I decided to redeem myself. I was just telling myself, you know what, Tinesh, last time you got 5th place. This time, even if you get one placing higher than the previous,
It's still better than last. Yeah.
Progressed. Yeah,
but I feel like even if you got 5th place again, that doesn't necessarily mean that you've like not improved.
Yes, but that was the mindset that I had. Like
100%.
You know what? If you have one placing higher than the previous year, you progress.
You want to tell me what placing you got?
The following year, second.
Were you robbed?
Yeah, so 5th to second.
Wait, were you robbed?
So the thing is, maybe. What do you feel, man? You were there backstage.
It's so controversial, Javier. You were there too, Javier.
I don't remember this. Wait.
It was so.
What year was it?
2019. All of us were there.
What class was it?
What class were you in? I was in.
E, if I'm not wrong.
Wait, who do you go against?
I was in H.
What's his name? John. Is it John? Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Andy,
he was with us. Javier, he was with us. With like
2019.
Yeah, so
John.
Okay.
The only reason
wait,
why
Javier. Do you have TikTok?
Yeah.
Are you aware of the guy in the red cap?
Oh, John Dones, Randy.
Yeah, Randy.
Okay.
No, I've got all love for Randy, man. I think he's a great guy and shit like that for sure.
Yeah.
Like he's a really nice dude, and I feel that if the judges thought that he won, then he won. You know what I mean? But my personal opinion, like.
No, the thing is, like,
it's been like
dude,
3 years.
Tinesh was a little bit soft. That was the only reason, like structure wise.
Maybe, yeah.
Tinesh was like, he was way better. But I think it's just because Tinesh was a little bit watery around the midsection. He was a little soft. And then they placed him like second, and I was at the back. This dude, Tinesh, he was so pumped. He was like, okay, show in the bag, in the bag. And then he got second place, and he was like, he looks so confused.
I was like, all right, dude, this is mine.
When they separate like the 5, 4, and 3, and then like there's only 2 people left. Yeah, Tinesh was like, I don't know. I just at that point I didn't really know Tinesh. I just saw him. I just saw him at the tanning area. Yeah, I saw him at the tanning area the day before. And I was like, what's this Indian dude staring at me here, Kima? You know what I mean? That's my initial reaction. Full of wearing a red hoodie and shit, So I was like, who the hell is this dude here? Then like, yeah. So after that only I got to like, new Tinesh and shit like that. Oh my God. I feel like we're backtracking a lot. So sorry. Yeah, Tinesh. So competing, bodybuilding, the gym.
Yeah, man. I mean, the only reason why I wanted to compete again was just to redeem myself, and moving from 5th place to 2nd, I think that was more than enough for me lah. Even it doesn't matter even if I didn't win. I moved 3 placing, so that was more important to me, the progress. Yeah, and then that second competition was also when I realized, I fell in love with competing. Yeah, I wasn't afraid of the stage anymore. I used to be afraid. Of the stage, but I'm not afraid of the stage anymore. And I just thought, you know what? If you're able to do it like now, then just keep continuing this. Like, like if you have 2 working hands and 2 working legs, and this is what you love doing, then keep doing it till,
Yeah, that's a really good way of saying it, man.
Yeah.
How about you, Javier?
Do you want to backtrack to like our first topic about like relationships and stuff?
Yeah, sure. 100%.
I think like talking about all this like bodybuilding and it being like our lifestyle, right? I think a big part that factors in, right, is also like, how are we gonna make this our lifestyle without having cash flow, right?
Cash
Like,
flow.
yeah, like
Definitely, yeah.
I think a big part, because honestly, bodybuilding is not cheap. You know, they say like golf is a sport for the rich, right? But to be fair,
100%.
bodybuilding is the sport for like the fucking richest people, dude. Only the
Yeah.
rich make it, honestly.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you're gonna survive in bodybuilding without earning big bucks, right?
Mhm.
And like, I think I saw a video on like Fuad Abiyat. He was talking about the business in bodybuilding
Okay,
and
yeah,
how they are
I watched the
different.
video too.
Saw it as well, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched the video too.
And he brought up a very good point where like, you are your own business. You yourself, you are your own business. And one way or another, right, your partner has to like finance you for a period of time, you know.
Okay,
Because,
yeah, I heard that.
like,
I heard that.
yeah, right. We can't just start from nothing. I mean, of course, we can do coaching, but how
Correct.
much is that gonna bring us if we aren't able to like spread our name by word of mouth, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that plays a big part in a relationship. I think it's one of those things that either make the relationship or completely break it because the partner doesn't want to pay for your shit, you know.
Do you plan to use bodybuilding as do you plan to make bodybuilding a career, Javier?
For me personally, yeah, that's the dream, man.
Oh,
But
wait, when I say that, when I say make bodybuilding as a career, I mean like no coaching,
Full time, yeah.
no, there's no online coaching, no opening up a gym, nothing like that, like just being a full-time bodybuilder. Like you're making money through sponsorships and contracts. Is that
I
your
think,
goal?
yeah, for sure, man. That's
Mm.
that's the lifestyle we all want to live, man. For real, like
I mean, like
I
it
think
kind of allows you to focus.
a lot of freedom, right? As well.
Yeah, to focus on
Yeah.
what you
Time
actually
to
need to do.
spend with the family and all, you know.
Yeah.
But the sad thing about it is, right, being in Singapore, like how many of your sponsors are actually gonna pay you?
Yeah, that's the
Like,
thing. Like, it's not really huge here, man. I mean, if you were to like get anything, like, I mean, if you were to achieve your dream, right? I don't think it's very easy to do it in Singapore. Yeah, I think you definitely have to, go out to the overseas and really do your thing there. Yeah.
Have you guys had any experience like sponsorship before? For you
Me?
guys?
Sorry?
If you all have like experiences with sponsorship before?
I mean, like we have been offered, but like the offers were pretty shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they were
Like what,
really,
Shopee
like,
and all that?
no, I mean not like that. Like really shit offers. Like as in like, dude, getting a discount on certain products is not a sponsorship. People have to understand
Fair
that.
enough,
Like
correct,
just because I'm getting a certain, like let's say I have a discount code, and my discount code is like any other person gets a 20% off, for example, or 10% off.
That's marketing, man. That's marketing.
No, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But if I have to buy the products for 50% discount or a 60% discount, that does not mean that I am sponsored. I am discounted. So I'm a discounted athlete.
Yeah.
I am not a sponsored
Discounted athlete.
Yeah, I'm not a sponsored athlete, and
This just affiliation. That's what they call
affiliation. Yeah. So I personally feel like I'm not at that level where I'm even allowed to even like consider sponsorships. Like I'm still trying to build myself. I'm still trying to build my physique. I'm still trying to build a brand, a name, for myself. I know people just hate me for some reason, so I don't know why. But it is what it is.
They hate what's real, man. They hate what's real.
Yeah, the hate comes with it, man.
Yeah, hate comes
with
it. So yeah,
push it aside, But yeah, talking about sponsorships, I've had so many bad experiences, man.
Wait,
like,
hold on.
okay,
Just give me a sec, huh? Okay, you know what? We're gonna take a 5-minute break, and we're gonna be back. Is that okay? Before we jump on to the next topic. All right. Okay. See you guys. Okay.
Yes.
So like,
I've experienced with like those one-off sponsorships and those long-term contract ones, right?
Okay. I mean, you don't have to mention these ones.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna mention them, dude. Nah, I'll get cancelled.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So
like, it was. I think one of my sponsorships was the worst. Like I've had 2 bad ones and actually like 2 decent ones as well. So I've like 4, I think total of 5, right?
4 or 5 sponsorships.
Yeah, like in my entire span of bodybuilding, right? So the first one I got,
wait. So sorry, just to cut you off, man. So sorry, but I just wanted to say, do you know how great it is to have 4 to 5 sponsorships? And how old are you? You're like 18, turning 19, right?
I'm 19 this year. Yeah, 19
how long
this year,
has your bodybuilding career even been alive?
It's been 4 years.
4
started training for
years.
4 years. Yeah.
And you already have 4 to 5 different sponsorships.
Actually, yeah. Wow, damn. Oh, damn. Wait, thank you. Thanks for pointing that out.
No. For those of you all who are watching and don't understand the significance of this is damn bloody good. Having 4 to 5 sponsorships in a
Definitely.
span of 4 years, that's insane, man.
So I'm
All right.
flattered, man, but
No, I mean, like, good for you,
Yeah.
man. You deserve it.
I haven't gotten one.
you're making me blush, man. God damn.
It's okay, Dinesh. We're self-sponsored.
Yes.
All right, yeah. So
Okay.
sorry, yeah. Your experience?
But I mean, sponsorship might not always be a good thing because, like, my first one, it was so bad. They sent me like a couple of things, right? I was like, okay, promote this. I was like, okay, sure. Like, first sponsorship, right? I'm gonna help you promote as much as I can. So I got sent it. Next month, I was like, am I gonna get another one or like what's going on? Because there's no contract involved. I didn't know whether it was a one-off thing or whether it was gonna continue, right? And they straight up told me, your demographic doesn't fit our targeted audience. And I'm like, but you guys are selling protein bars, protein shakes,
Cool, Zeta.
and fitness. I can't say who, right?
I think I know.
But
I think I know.
yeah,
A
if
couple
you know,
of
you know.
a couple of our guys were also
Yeah,
in that. Oh my god, yeah, I got offered the same thing too. I rejected them.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it was like I was just shook. I was like, what do you mean it's the wrong demographic? Like
Yeah.
clearly we're targeting the fitness industry, right? And I was like, I didn't bother to like argue them or anything. I was like, oh, okay, bye.
No, I remember about this, Javier, because I remember I was asking you about this.
Yeah, I think we
I
spoke about it before.
asked you in person. I was like, yo, this company reached out to me, since you were sponsored by them, I wanted to ask you, and then you were like, no, dude, don't. So I was like, okay.
Can I just say like they sold some questionable things as well, but I'm not gonna say
Seriously?
anything.
Okay,
Yeah,
I mean,
they sold some
that's cool.
questionable
That's
things,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on, right? Then I had this sponsorship. It was more legitimate, right? We have a contract and all.
Okay.
But like the thing that you said, discounted athlete, like you give me this contract saying I'm a promoter, I'm like a sponsored athlete, but yet you still want me to get products from you at a discounted rate. And the thing is, right, they gave me a discounted rate for individual items. So I was like, okay, cool. But they were selling combos and like bundles and shit like that as well, which were cheaper than my discounted items. So I was just a customer, right? But okay, the good thing was they gave me whatever the fuck I wanted for like 12 weeks out.
Okay.
So if the athlete is competing, they will sponsor everything for you for the next 12 weeks.
Okay.
So that's pretty decent. But I wasn't competing often. Like Singapore, how much
you don't have
compete?
many shows around here,
like you don't have many shows.
Yeah.
So technically being sponsored like what 3 months out of the whole year.
It's kind of like temporary sponsorship.
Right, exactly. So after a while, I was like, nah. I tried to tell them like, do you think like maybe I could have an improvement on this contract and whatnot? Try to like discuss with them, right? And these people, man, they are just so they do things one way, Like I've tried to give my input as an athlete, like how you could do better with like maybe marketing or like your website or whatnot, right? But these people do nothing, dude.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, like half a year later,
an idea. Yeah.
Nothing happened, nothing changed. Now I'm just like, okay, I give you this feedback, why don't you fix it? I was like, oh, we're working on it. Okay, benefit of the doubt, right? But anyways, I was talking to them about my contract and they said like you gotta hit this amount of sales, which I'm totally cool with it. But the thing is, right, you guys said like, oh, like we see potential, we wanna give you this contract because you are young and you're getting there, Like if you really believe in me, why you gotta give me a quota? I'm pretty sure like the top athletes, right, they don't have this quota thing. Yeah, unless you're like the
I think there are some obligation. I think there's like some obligation, like you have to post X number of times on social media, or you have to post X number of stories, and you have to get this kind of reach, you have to have this kind of followers. Like I think those are all like mandatory stuff, like in my opinion. But I feel like hitting a quota, that's like an affiliation type of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not a sponsorship.
Right. So I was really pissed off with them after discussing for like, I think we went back and forth for 2 months. So nothing came out of it. And because, okay, at that point of time, they were offering me another contract as well with another startup that they did. Okay, so they had these people had 2 startups, right?
I'm aware.
So yeah. Yeah, so
Right.
like second line of things, right?
Mhm.
I was like, okay, I see potential in this part, right? So I was like, so do you mind if I stay in for a while? And once I get the products from you guys, if I find it nice, I'll promote it as usual and help you guys like just market it, right?
Mhm.
Then they were like, okay, cool, yeah, we agree on that. Fast forward 2 months later, right? When they released their other stuff, I was like, guys, am I gonna get any of this? And they claimed that coincidentally, right, on the same day where I texted them, they said they decided to drop me and they wanted to text me on the same day. Come on, man, that's big cap, dude. You could have just told me I'm no longer
BS,
part of
bro.
you
That's
guys.
That's
BS.
And
bullshit.
yeah, you guys left. I left their Instagram handle on my bio as well for like the subsequent months that they had
Yeah.
dropped me. But yeah, right. Like then I was just like, fine, whatever. I'm done with this shit. Then I just parted with them completely. Yeah. But anyways, I've got a decent sponsor right now. 4WN. 4WN is great, man.
Mm.
Whoever, like, okay, they have a maximum amount of things that I can take from them. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But at least now it's a proper contract, proper
Are
sponsorship.
you allowed to discuss your contract? Like, as in, like, just give us a brief of what was it about? Like, what are you given? Is there something like a more importance towards the show, or like what's it like, or is it flexible? You get to discuss with them. How's it like for you? Like,
Okay.
what's a bodybuilding sponsorship look like?
I think for like the higher up bodybuilders, right, they're definitely getting some sort of salary from them as well
Like
as
locally, they're getting a salary.
locally I don't think any sponsorship
Yeah, I'm not.
company
Yeah,
offers that
it's giving
now.
off a salary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think for the most part, Singaporean bodybuilders, we are given like an amount of money that we can spend on their supplements, you know.
Mm.
But we can't opt to get it in cash. We can
So
just opt
it's
to,
a credit,
yeah, I
right?
think it's more like a credit thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's been pretty decent. It's been good. Like even with like the whole credit thing, the fixed credit, right?
Mhm.
If they're nice enough, they'll give you more things, sometimes like maybe sample packs and shit like that.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of great. I mean, like, considering that we're a very small country, and I feel like our reach in bodybuilding in Singapore is very, very small as compared to many other countries out there. And we don't have as many opportunities. We don't have as many um we don't have as many companies locally who want to sponsor us and shit like that. And I feel that like this, even though we don't get a salary, I feel like that's pretty good, man. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
that's
I don't
pretty
know.
good for a small country,
Yeah, I
man.
mean, like,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Like, like you get the fact that there are sponsored athletes in bodybuilding in Singapore. I feel like that's really kind of good, man. Mm.
Factuals. And
I
like
mean, that's just my opinion.
um
I mean, this is my
yeah,
opinion.
I just now highlight
Okay,
something because
sure.
like I think those who are new in this, right, we make the sponsorship, you guys are very clouded by, yes, I got free things, right? But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think a good advice, right, is when they give you the contract and sponsorship, read it through clearly in case some issues the law come out, and
Yeah.
also make sure you can track like how many people actually use like your so-called code for discount or your referral per se, because that allows you the power to then negotiate like, guys, can I have like more supplements, or like can I have a salary of like maybe a bit like $100 a month.
It's still
It's
a
pretty small
salary.
for
Still a
it's still a
salary.
salary. Yeah, you can still at least get something from knowing how much people you have referred to this company. And I think that was also my issue with my uh the previous sponsors that I was trying to bargain with, because they never allowed me to see how many people actually used my code.
Wow,
You know,
why not?
because like I think in Singaporean context, nobody really looks so much into it, because you get free shit is a really big thing in Singapore.
That's
Especially.
like so important. Yeah.
Yeah, that's I feel that that's really important, like to know how many people
Yeah, right.
you have like reached,
And
like,
yet they don't offer to tell you. It's annoying because
yeah.
they know that it gives you the power to then bargain for a better contract or such. So I think
That's
most of us
pretty
will look out for
interesting.
that.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So for those of you guys who are like, like new to this, I feel like sponsorship shouldn't be the first thing that you're looking at. I mean, like, I see a lot of guys, like, I mean, like, they just think like, like the first thing you step into bodybuilding, and then like it's going to be like, because let's be real, like bodybuilding outside of Singapore, there is a chance that you're going to get sponsored. You know, you may not be able to receive a salary, but I'm pretty sure you'll be getting samples every month, or like a type of protein, or like, you know, pre-workout, something every month. You know, all you have to do is like, you know, represent the brand. You know,
Exactly.
I know post X amount of times, you know, picture stories, all that shit, you know, but like people have to understand that being in Singapore, it's not like that. We don't have that kind of reach. So obviously our, I want to say expectations, but I don't think it's the right word. Okay, our, what most people can offer, what most companies can offer, cannot be the same as what, you know, as those people outside of Singapore are offering. It's just not the same. Do you agree with that,
Yeah.
Javier? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
for
just
sure, man.
that's just how I feel. I
And
mean,
like,
I've never, yeah, sorry, you're saying?
no, you carry on first. You carry on
Okay,
first.
yeah. So
You carry on first.
I've never had a sponsor. I've never, okay, unless you count like the whole thing with like you know what, you know, you and me were in that shit for a while. You know, unless you count that. I mean, was anything free? I can't remember getting anything for free. Were you getting anything for free, Javier, when you and I were in that?
You mean the one I was talking about, right? I got everything for free.
No, as in okay, the thing that you and I were in. Like
The
yeah,
big thing.
the big thing. Yeah. So did you get
You,
I didn't get
I think
anything.
I didn't pitch in. I didn't pay for anything actually.
No,
I
I
just
remember we all chipped in a little bit. We were all in a group. We chipped in a little bit on something, and then, you know, the person went MIA.
yeah. I mean, that person went on to do bigger projects and
Yeah,
MIA bigger projects as well. Anyways.
yeah. So yeah, so that was the only like sponsorship that I
I
had.
think be careful of who you trust. You know,
Yeah,
especially for
that's very important. I feel like people, you know, get in bed with like the first person that offers them something. You know, the moment.
yeah.
Okay, I think I was really young when that shit happened. I was like 17, something like that. So like,
Yeah,
you
I was
know,
16 or 15, man.
yeah. So we were around that age where like, holy shit, you're offering me something. Thank you. I'm with you. You know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Gullible,
mean, like,
gullible, yeah.
yeah, we were really gullible. So like, you know, just don't get into bed with like, you know, anyone just because they're offering you something. Like, actually go through the shit, understand what it is about, you know. But in terms of like supplements and nutrition, I've never been offered anything. I mean, I have been offered, but like it's not like I say, it's not really a sponsorship. It's like an affiliation type of thing with a bunch of like really stupid, like, you know, corporate rats and shit like that. So, you know, I didn't. I mean, I'm not stupid lah. I'm not gonna fall for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
Yeah.
you guys need to look out for that also lah. Just my opinion. Dinesh, how about you? Do you have any like affiliations or like sponsorships?
You guys are way ahead of me, man.
I mean, not really. Maybe Javier, yeah, way ahead, but not me, not really.
Okay, in terms of sponsorships, nope. Nope. Yeah, and affiliations, well, I'm only like working with this company called Lean Bento.
Okay.
Have you heard of it? Yeah. So
I've heard of
it's
it.
honestly nothing much. I think they approach people who, you know, emphasis on the importance of nutrition and whatnot. So I think they figured that, you know, I'm a fit for their company to actually like promote healthy meals and all that. And I think anyone can do that lah. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So
I mean like
it's not really.
they have to ask you. They have to ask you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but
Dinesh, they asked our company.
what?
Remember I
Oh
told you that.
yeah, they did. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, then I
you know,
told you that I was already
it's pretty
working.
funny because like Dinesh was already working with them, and then they reached out to like our company, and then me and Dinesh were like, hey, what the hell? Okay.
I was telling him like, yeah, just go for it, man. Because like
Yeah.
it works as the same thing, like a discount code that your followers can use. And
Yeah, so something like that. It's not really like a sponsorship, but like, you know, who knows, maybe in the future, you know, Dinesh and I may reach out, or we may want to, you know, venture into something like that. But again, you know, now that we're older, I feel like we have a lot more, we're not as gullible. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We're not as gullible. We can see, you know, what we actually want. So like, you know, for those people who are just getting into bodybuilding, don't focus on this shit. Shit's not important. You know, just focus on the training, the food, competing, building
Everything
reputation.
everything comes when you focus on yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like personally for me, I'm at like the lowest tier of influence. Like I'm at like all the way bottom when it comes to like amount of influence that I give off. So that's why I don't have as much reach. But like at the same time, there's kind of, I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe because like I just haven't like competed as many times, or like I've not been posting like much training videos and shit like that. But that's also because I feel like, I don't know. Javier, do you like posting shit every day?
Nah, bro, it gets tiring, man. Like
Right?
sometimes you
Right?
gotta brainstorm. Like, what am I supposed to say about this?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's a good product. It is what it is. What else do you want me to say about it?
No, I mean like when I'm talking about like your training videos, do you like
Oh,
posting
training
every
videos, like,
single day?
no, bro. Even then, like even with training videos, sometimes it's awkward to film in the gym. Like
Yeah. Oh
especially when
my
there's a
god.
lot of
Yeah.
people and
Mm.
you get
Correct.
like, cause like have you seen Chris Bumstead recently? Like he went to a friend's gym to train, and then
Yeah.
it's just him pressing the weights, right? And then Ian Valier, Melissa Bum, and then like his friends are all beside the bench. There's 5 people, one bench holding big ass cameras. Can you imagine
Yep.
how awkward it would be for us?
In a
Yeah,
public
right?
gym, I don't even
Yeah.
think your gym doesn't allow for DSLRs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Anytime
So
Fitness also doesn't. We're not allowed to
I
bring in
think,
cameras.
yeah, it's just so awkward to film in the gym sometimes.
Yeah. So I feel
I
like
know.
that's kind of the reason why. Like Dinesh and I, we got like a couple of videos, so here and there, a little bit of shit together. It's just really awkward.
Exactly.
Really awkward. like
you catch stares, man, for sure.
Yeah. And you know what's the worst part? Dinesh and I did this shit in active.
Oh, Active SG.
Yeah, because at that point, Dinesh didn't have AF. So I was like, okay, sure, let's do it active. I haven't been to active since the day I started training. I haven't been to active. So like, I was like, okay, it's not that bad. So I went there and then it hit me. I was like, oh my God, they only have 20 kilo dumbbells.
Exactly.
And then I was like, holy shit, how am I supposed to? Oh man. So okay, Dinesh and I were doing DB rows. All right, we were doing like a single arm DB rows. And then Dinesh was like, bro, you know what you can do? You can take the 10 kilo and you can stuff it in the 20 kilos. So I'm like, no.
That's what we did.
No, I know, but when he said that, I thought have to use the weird finger grip to hold two dumbbells.
Oh yeah.
I thought I had to use the weird finger grip to hold in a cross shape. And just no, stuff the dumbbells together. And then I was like, I don't understand, man. Show me. And this dude literally took the 10 kilo because the 20 kilo couldn't attach to the 20 kilo. The 10 kilo could attach. So Dinesh put the 10 kilo like this way. And then he took the 20 kilos in this way. And then he like just jammed it together.
Oh, so they got stuck together.
They got stuck together.
Yes. That's how it works, man.
The two rubber parts,
enough friction.
Yeah, they kind of like, like just went in with the other, and I was like, okay.
That's the first time I've heard this shit, man.
Yeah, I know. I was the first time. I was like, never mind, let's try. It works.
That's what you get for like training at active, man.
Yeah, but sadly,
just come up with weird shit and then. Yeah.
But sadly, we could only go to like 10 kilos. Anything bigger, it wouldn't fit. So we couldn't stack like 220s together. So yeah, we was like, okay, never mind. So the max is 30, I guess. So we were doing, and then we finished our set. And then I looked at Dinesh and I'm, Jesus, how are we going to get this thing out now? And then this dude's like, watch. He takes the dumbbell, brings it up to his chest level and drops it. And then the thing fell on the ground and it just like point. And it came out.
And then 2 pieces.
Yeah, I was like looking around and I was like, shit, man, are we gonna get like banned from here for doing this shit? I mean, it's just really awkward, man. Like training in like active, I don't know, it's just really awkward for me.
Yeah. No, the thing is like, I used to train at AF because I was working there, right? So it's like, then after I left, I had no income, so how do I like pay for my membership and stuff, Yeah, so then now that I'm back in AF, I don't think I'll ever leave AF lah. I mean, the weights there are like perfect. I mean, they don't have weights over 40 kilos.
I still feel if there was a gym box near my house, I will go to gym box.
You go to gym box?
Yeah.
The weights lah.
No, man, because you have to understand, my gym's really small. For like the price, I'm paying the same price as you, right? And then, but my gym is half your size.
Correct.
You get where I'm coming from, but then.
And where's the next AF that's nearest to your house?
Paya Lebar. It's like a 30-minute walk from my house. I mean, I can take bus and stuff like that, but it's just you see.
If Paya Lebar is like the nearest, right? Why not you sign up for 24X? It's pretty good as well.
That's
24
that's what I wanted to say. If I'm walking to Paya Lebar to train, I might as well, get in with 24X because it's just two different buildings. In fact, 24X is nearer. Yeah.
And the gym there is fucking amazing, dude.
Really?
Swear. Even though I'm a gym box staff, right?
Mhm.
I've been to 24X once.
Okay.
Dude, nothing can compare. Dude. They're on the same level as like lightweight and like brick house and all these like fancy new gyms. The equipment
Because
they have
I'm
there
because
is-
I'm considering that as well. Because it's really close to my house, so I'm actually considering
Go
that
for
as
it,
well.
bro. Go for it.
Yeah.
yeah, go for it. But the
Yeah,
only problem you have is
Dinesh,
like
go for it. Go
pounds.
for everything, Dinesh. You pay.
I mean, what's the difference? Not much, right?
Okay, actually, yeah. But the thing is, do you know how much is a membership at 24X?
I think it's around the same price as AF, not cheaper by a bit, I think.
How much
Because they don't have many outlets.
is it
Because
at
now I'm
lightweight?
with AF, right? I'm
much-
still like under the I'm still under the membership, so I can't just cancel and
Yeah, same.
but-
That's the thing.
but for you're still under.
Yeah, but I have like less than 6 months. So I'm kind of like
Uh,
thinking to like shift off after this because I'm not really getting okay, someone can argue and say that, but bro, you can go to a different outlet. I mean, yes, I can, but I am paying for the nearest outlet that to my from me, the nearest outlet for me that has 24-hour access. And honestly, I'm not getting the 24-hour access. So what am I really paying for? You catch my drift? Like I'm not getting the 24 hours service anymore. And I'm paying for that service. Now it's just another gym. Because I used to train at like 11, 12, sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning, especially when I was in poly. I was doing that shit. So like, now that I look back and I'm like, I don't need that shit anymore. I'm training in the afternoon now. So like, I'm kind of looking into it 6 months and I'll decide if I need change.
Yeah. A few of my friends were thinking of going from AF to like lightweight and 24X as well. And if I'm not wrong, they're all around like the same price
But
point.
dude, aren't your friends in the West?
Oh no, my gym friends, they stay in like the central area. Yeah.
Central, nice.
Mhm.
All my friends are in the West. I mean, like you guys
damn.
you guys are all in the West.
I'm in the north, dude. What do you mean I'm in the north? Just that I
Okay.
train at the west more often, yeah.
I mean, like in the center.
Okay, yeah. Because we talk
Yeah.
about training. We talk about training, So like then you guys all train in the West and I'm in the East. Yeah. Because now I'm working at SUTD. I work in the gym and the training facility there. So I kind of get to train there as well. But it's like a 50-50 thing lah. Like sometimes I get to train, sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? Like I have to come earlier to train. I can't train during my shifts, shit like that. So, and also the crowd, man. Like sometimes the crowd's just like, okay, I mean, I don't mean it this with offense, but like the people there, they don't really like. Okay, you know what?
Train.
Yeah, they don't train. You know what I mean? So like, let's say I'm loading like 6-7 plates on the leg press. Okay, the leg press is the pre-core machine. The pre-core leg press. The plate loaded, the pre-core plate loaded leg press. It's a very short pin. So it can only go up to 7 plates on each side.
Oh, there's no like second layer?
No, single layer. Do you want me to show you what it looks like? I'll just
You got an idea lah, yeah.
What do they call leg press?
7 plates, that's like what? 7 times 2, 140, 280 kilos per side. I know, to total weight. Oh yeah, it's not a lot.
Wait, I'm just gonna share my screen so you guys can see. All right, can you guys see this shit?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's this. So it's like a single, it's a single side. So I was like, okay, let's try to make this shit happen. So I loaded it all the way, and then I realized that I've took away 14 plates from the gym for one set. And then I don't know, for some reason there were like 6-7 people waiting in one corner. So I was like, what the hell is going on? They'd be like, oh bro, we're waiting for the plates.
Oh, so there's a shortage of plates in the gym.
Yeah, no, I'm so sorry, man. I took all the 20 kilos. What? I mean, like, there's no point on stacking like 10s, right? So
Correct,
I was
correct.
like, so I kind of felt like really bad. So I was like, I never leg press there anymore. Yeah. So yeah, so like those are the kind of like small instances that shit happens. So
Wait,
that's
wait,
why I try not to work. I mean, I try not to train where I work. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
but for you work at the gym that you train. So
Yeah.
that's kind
Yeah.
of
So it's
like,
really.
yeah, that's kind of like bonus. Like you get to train then go work, or like work then
Yeah,
train.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly. It takes
Mm.
like 5 minutes to get ready for work.
back.
5 minutes to get ready for, that's insane, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, people whenever I talk to my colleagues sometimes and they're like, are you from school? So I say, no, I just came back from the gym. And then they look at me and then they're like, bro, but you're in the gym, why don't you just train here? And I'm like, I mean, I would, but I don't always get the privacy, you know what I mean? Like it's just not the same. It's not the same. When I'm there,
It's
she's a
different.
little different. I rather stick to one place and train consistently there. It's easier to
Correct.
track progress anyways. Yeah.
True, true. Some gyms, right, their weight stickers, right, they're all different. Especially
Yeah.
for the
Yeah, yeah,
machine.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Then that's
100%.
annoying, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. And it also, I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's a me thing, but I feel like the moment the size, the dumbbell orientation changes, it kind
Mm.
of like messes me up. Like
Yeah. The center of gravity.
dumbbells specific. Like have you seen like those dumbbells with like they're like this? You know what I mean? They're like really long, as opposed to the ones that look like this, like the thicker ones. The ones that look
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this,
yeah.
and it's like the
Like,
same weight, but like it kind of looks like this. You know what I mean?
it
You
feels
know what I'm
different
trying to
as
say?
well.
Yeah, I kind
Yeah.
of don't know that. I don't know the brand. I can't remember the brand.
It's
I
like the
know.
hex dumbbells versus the circular flat
Yes,
ones,
correct.
right?
It's like
Particular,
that,
yeah.
like your
Yeah.
hammer strength dumbbells.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love those dumbbells. Those dumbbells make me feel like I'm a god, because it looks huge. You know, you know what I mean? But like, so it's just suddenly the change of orientation. Then I kind of get like this anxiety, like, oh my god, why does it feel like that? And then like you're not able to like press or not able to like do anything as heavy anymore. So yeah, so I guess I kind of like that consistency. Dinesh, were you training in the gym that you worked at back then?
I mean, for prep, yes. For prep, yes. So that was good. That was good because it was all the way, I mean, like throughout the gym only. But
Okay.
I think towards the last, like maybe like 2 weeks out, we trained at. So instead of AF Bunle, me and my friends started training. We were prepping together. Yeah,
Okay.
and I think my coach, he left AF during that period due to some reason.
Okay.
Yeah, so we couldn't really train together. So the last 2 weeks, I think we trained at Delta. Have you been to Delta?
No, never been. Have you, Javier?
Active.
No, nah.
No, never.
All right, but that's like a OG gym lah. It's all old school stuff. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that gym, I think it was fine lah, because I grew up, training there, so it wasn't really a hassle for me in that sense. Yeah, but I think now after training in AF, I think I got used to AF already. So
Yeah, you never make the
and
switch
I'm
back,
only
right?
I'm
Yeah.
only working out at Valley Point. Yeah, so
Yeah.
probably
You
just
wanna
gonna
hear, like-
stick to that lah.
You want to hear like a funny story how I got fired from AF?
Oh,
I worked there for a
yeah.
period of time.
Yeah, you were working there. What happened?
So basically, I was working there as like
Night shift?
temperature screener, right?
Was it
Yeah,
night
no,
shift?
not night shift. It
Just-
wasn't night shift. It was just I was just working there, and then
Okay.
I have no idea why this specific AF, their SOP is that if you're a part-timer, right, you're not allowed to train there at all. So you can't train at your gym completely. So basically, right, it's cool and all because the staff there, like most of them are like, just don't let me catch you and things like that, right?
Okay.
So like they don't really care, especially part-timers, we don't care, we help each other out, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, right, there was this one part-timer. She was this old, no, I wouldn't say old, like middle-aged lady, like 40s,
Okay.
and I have no idea why she's a part-timer, but she's so on the ball. And so I tried to go in to train one day as usual, like cause I was just going in and training as usual, right? And then I thought we had good rapport. But when she saw me, dude, her eyes went like activated, dude. And then she was like,
shit.
why are you here? Then I was like, huh? Why I cannot be here? I just want to train. You're not allowed to train, right? Then I'm just like, shit. Straight away, right? She took the phone, called the manager. And I'm just like,
Holy smokes. On the spot?
And yeah, on the spot.
Didn't even give you a chance?
I looked at her, I was like, I can't be bothered with this shit. I just continued training, dude. And then she just called the manager. And then I had my first warning. And the second time was the last warning, which was when I was fired, was okay. I got a bit like I won't say arrogant. Like, so another manager from another outlet came in, right? I was like, okay, she probably doesn't know that I've trained her before.
Okay.
Or like she probably doesn't know that I don't have a membership. So I'm gonna assume that she thinks I have a membership.
Yeah.
So I just went to train as usual, right? As if I'm a member.
Mhm.
Like I was doing my first warm-up set and she was like, come into the office. I was like, ah shit.
You don't
Like,
even get
I
a
haven't
chance.
started my working
You don't
set,
even
this
get
is
a
warm-up
chance.
set. Exactly. And the thing is, right, my that time girlfriend, right, I got her the job there as well. You know, I got her the job, and then on the same day, right, because she was working. So what the manager said was, confirm you and like your girlfriend, right? She let you in. So I'm gonna fire both of you guys.
Whoa,
Okay,
dude,
she didn't
that's
say-
not cool. She didn't have to fire your girlfriend, man. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But okay, the thing is, right, she didn't say that we were fired. It's just that we had a talk. I was like, okay, sure, I'm sorry, I apologize. I won't do this ever again. And then we walked out of the gym and walking on the mall, right? Like 30 minutes later, I received a text from like the main HR saying that we have decided to terminate both of your contracts. She broadcasted the message to both of us, sending the same message. So it wasn't even a formal like face-to-face telling you that we terminate you. It was just a text that was copy and pasted. And I'm just like, I mean, I wasn't angry about it. I was just laughing about it because it was so fucking ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
That's stupid, man. Not gonna lie.
yeah,
Really stupid.
that's that. So fuck that, Jim. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like even your own part-timers, you want to snitch. It's like, what?
I think all of us have worked in Anytime Fitness before. Safe to say.
You have worked in the AF before.
Yeah. I worked at my own outlet.
And they let you train? They let you train?
I'm paying for a membership.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So like technically I'm allowed to like train, but like it just I mean I don't think I'm allowed to talk about it, but it's a kind of like misunderstanding, and there's kind of it was my fault. It was my fault that I was fired. So, you know, doesn't matter.
Okay, for me, it was my fault as well, of course. I tested.
Yeah, it was my fault. For me, it was my fault.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a funny
For me,
story.
I was allowed to train because I'm part of the sales. You know.
No, but that's different. You were an intern.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah,
technically you're
that's why.
full time. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was allowed. But I feel like they should allow the part timers to train lah. I mean, you know what I mean, right? It just makes sense, you know.
Yeah, it just makes sense.
Like,
I
you're
work
working there.
I work in a gym. You would obviously want me to obviously be a part of the gym, right? To practice and preach. You know what I mean? Like how are we gonna sell memberships if we don't train? You get what I'm trying to say? I don't know, man. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. But I never experienced this because I had a membership where I was training. So it didn't really matter to them. They're like sure to do whatever you want. You know, but like I think for most cases, you're not allowed to train, especially if you're a part-timer. I mean, you're also not allowed to train like during work hours. I mean, that's a given.
During work hours for sure. That's a given,
I mean, that's a given. I mean, like, your job is your job. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. But like, I feel like you can't terminate your part-timer just because it's working out, man. Like that doesn't make sense to me. Like
right, especially like they fired my girl as well. Or
that's ridiculous. You can't do that.
I'd be more on their side if they said like she let me in like for real, right? But the thing was, if you check the CCTV footage, right, it wasn't even her at the counter when I came in. It was this other part-timer.
So you should fire that part-timer.
Exactly.
Right.
Precisely.
Right.
Yeah.
Like so why is my like partner involved in this? In no way is she involved. She was on shift, yes, but she wasn't at the counter. Right.
It's mad ridiculous, yeah.
And she made me apologize to the girl at the counter as well. Right? She made me apologize for it.
This bogus. Shit's bogus, man, for real.
Actually, no, my apology was justified, yes, but still, like, you fired my at the time partner when she wasn't the one who let me in. That's like flawed logic.
Wait, Javier, I can't hear you.
Mic's off.
Yeah, I think your mic's off. I think you're mute.
Oh yeah, I clicked on my mute button.
Okay, all right, yeah, it's okay, yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, you were saying?
Leave off. Something about like being fired, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just flawed logic. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's about it.
definitely, 100%. I agree with you. I feel like okay, first thing, I feel like if you're fired for training in the gym, then maybe the gym should kind of reconsider, like who they want to hire. You know what I mean? Then don't hire
Yeah.
part-timers. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
no, or just don't hire part-timers that work out a lot.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
Just
think
like normal people.
I think their mindset is you're working here.
Mm.
I'm giving you a salary, so don't work out at my gym for free. I think that's their mindset.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I mean,
if I'm a full-timer, why do I have the privileges to train at the gym then?
precisely, you're also given a salary, right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
In fact,
Yeah,
they're given more salary.
yeah.
exactly.
So why am I not allowed to train
Yeah,
in the
and what's
gym?
what's the you don't lose anything from letting me train in the gym, right? Like
It's
what
not. If anything, it just makes sense.
yeah,
You know
and
what
it
I'm
builds
saying?
rapport with the customers
Yeah.
there as well.
Like if I'm training at the gym and I'm working at the gym, it just goes to show that, my I don't know, man. It just kind of makes sense, right? Like I work in the gym, so I train. You know what I mean?
Yes, it goes to show how much you love this gym, even though it's
Yeah.
a workplace as well.
Exactly,
You enjoy
exactly.
what you're doing. Yeah.
And also about what you just said about building reputation with the customers. And I feel like, that's a really big part of like, going to the gym as well. But,
Right.
it is what it is. So I want to ask you guys looking forward? Gym's opening tomorrow?
Dude,
What?
100%, man.
You guys looking forward? What are you training tomorrow? What are you training tomorrow?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Should I be a
Bro.
bro and just train chest, or should I be a decent bodybuilder and train legs? Because I haven't trained legs in like what, 2 months.
Probably legs, man. Probably
I'm
legs.
training legs tomorrow.
You train legs tomorrow?
I'm training legs
It's gonna be
tomorrow.
like a menace to society, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna start crying. Dude,
Legs.
it's insane, man. Like
The only thing
haven't-
I'm happy about is like, because the last lockdown, right?
Mhm.
I lost a little bit of weight, but in this one, I actually like gained 1 kilo
Dinesh,
to about 2 kilos. So that's
Dinesh,
good. That's
no, sorry to cut you, but you're still eating your prep meals, right? Like every single day. That's ridiculous, man.
Good shit.
Dude, that's 100% dedication right there. You're on.
I think that's the reason why I haven't like lost weight and actually like gained weight.
Okay, but is it?
Yeah.
But is this
Okay, the
because?
thing is like yesterday I because before lockdown I was about like 74, 73-ish, right?
Okay.
So yesterday I went out, with my girl, and like we were supposed to do like horse riding. So they only allowed like people below 70 to actually ride the horse, right? Then the lady was like, because she saw my girlfriend and was like, okay, you can go and ride the horse, like she looks like, she's in the 50 range and whatnot. Yeah. So she looked at me and then she was like, what's your weight now? I'm like, I think it should be around 68, 69. Then then she took out the weighing scale, bro. I'm like, oh.
No way.
She took out the weighing scale. I'm like, never mind, weigh yourself. Boom, 75. Then I'm like, oh shit.
I mean, but you're wearing clothes. Okay, wait, yeah, clothes can't be 5 kilos, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay. I mean, something similar happened to me, but it wasn't like like an excellent experience. It was actually like at home, like. So you know how like those okay, I used to have the fake gaming chair, a gaming chair, but it's an OEM. So
Okay.
for some reason, I didn't know why that chair had a max of 85. It's ridiculous because most chairs are 100,
Yeah.
right? Most chairs are 100. Like the chair I'm sitting right now is probably 100 or like 95, something like that. But that chair was 85. I didn't know. So I was using it 6 months. I was like leaning back like this, right? I was leaning back and it broke, dude, and I fell on the ground. And then I was like, holy shit, it was like, I think the first thing I did was like save my head, when I fell. And I was like, and I was like, no way it broke. No way it broke. So I actually went to the I bought it on Lazada. So like I kind of went back to check, like the description. It was like, oh, up to 85 kilos. This is ridiculous, man. Like 85 kilos in my chair,
your
bro.
purchases, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So for those of you all who are like, who want to get big, make sure you all kind of look at the chairs you're buying. It's different for the wooden, wooden chair. You know what I'm saying? Because the wooden chair is.
Yeah, I've just gotten a Secret Lab chair, dude. It's coming like next week.
No, but Secret Lab can
Yeah.
support up to 100,
Yeah,
right?
100
Yeah.
depends on the size. You can support up to 120.
Oh, that's great. That's
Yeah,
really
it
good
depends
for
on
you.
what size you get it at.
Mm.
Yeah. And it's
Javier,
comfortable. as fuck.
how much you weighing right now?
I'm weighing like first in the morning, I think like 81.
Okay.
Nice.
How about you, Dinesh? How about you?
I'm like around 76,
That's good.
75, 76. Yeah.
Yo, but not gonna lie, man. I kept the same weight throughout this lockdown, but I feel like I've gotten
That's good,
smaller.
man. That's good.
No, I maintained it, but I look smaller. That's the bad thing.
No, because
Most of the time it's just the mindset.
No, I feel
Most
like if that actually is true, it's only because there is no muscle swelling. You know what I mean? Like you know how
Maybe, yeah.
like you know how like for example, like let's say you're having a good pump in the gym, and then like you okay, this is gonna sound like very, very recent, but you tore your chest. Let's say you tear your chest. Okay, then now you're in the ER. Okay, you're lying down on the bed. You're not going to look as jacked as you were in the gym. In fact, you're gonna look like shit. You're gonna look really small.
Yeah,
Am I right?
that's-
Yeah. So I
True.
feel like it's kind of like, I don't know, like correct me if I'm wrong, but it's kind of the same concept. Muscle isn't like swollen. There's no like I forgot the term. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, but yeah, I feel like there's no stimulus, and that's why you kind of look like shit, you know, in your head at
yeah.
least. Yeah.
I
So
think like muscle glycogen reduces as well, right? Without stimulus.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, there are a lot of factors that go into that. So maybe that's why, you know, you don't feel, maybe you go back to the gym tomorrow, maybe like a day or two, you're going to get back there. You know what I mean?
True. We'll see.
I know,
I
yeah.
mean, it also
Definitely.
has to a lot to do with the mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit, I got a sick pump. You know, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah. I mean, I find tomorrow is a little bit scary for me. I haven't worked out throughout. I did do some bodyweight stuff. I have been doing some resistance band stuff, but I've not touched a single weight, like not even like a dumbbell, like for the whole period of lockdown.
Took a whole break, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna. So okay, so I'm not a really strong dude. Like I don't know why. Like my lifts are just like below average. But I can my last before I left the gym. Okay, I told you my gym only has 40 kilo dumbbells, right? So I was doing incline 40 for 4 sets. There was no top set, it was a straight set. So it's like 40s for everything. So it's like, okay, everything was like in around 10 to 12 rep range. The last set was like 8, going 9, something like that. So that kind of like gave me that motivation, but like, you know, you maximize the level, like, you know, you start at level 1 and then now you're like, holy shit, you know, I'm like level 40, I'm done. You know what I mean? It kind of gave me that mindset, but like now I'm going back and I don't know where I'm going to start again. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, it's kind of scary, like, because, okay, I remember the first time after the whole, the bigger lockdown circuit breaker, I was pressing like 36, 38, I can't remember. Yeah, maybe less, I don't know. I started off at 20. I started pressing 20 kilo dumbbells and then I just like fatigued. And I was like, holy shit, don't tell me I've got to start from here again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It was just, it was just miserable because like the first time I started lifting also, I wasn't that weak. You know what I mean? And then like the machine press, shit like that. And yeah, I decided to be a bro. Go back to the gym, you know, like start chasing weight. So I guess like in a way it kind of like made me feel like really demoralized. But yeah, do you guys think it's gonna happen again?
Lockdown?
Definitely, man.
100%.
What's gonna happen again?
Lockdown. Yeah, lockdown.
Oh, the lockdown. I thought you meant like feeling like, you know,
the feel like shit. No, that's every day.
That's the
no, but
the lockdown. Quite
Hopefully
possibly
not.
could happen.
No,
yeah,
obviously, we're all hoping for it not to happen. We all don't want
Yeah.
this to happen. But do you think it's gonna happen?
Let's look at reality, lah. Because I mean, right now there's the Bukit Merah cluster. If you all not heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Then recently, Tiong Bahru Plaza, like right 5 minutes down the street.
Isn't that where you used to train?
Yeah. So that one, that plaza, right? There's a McDonald's there. You know, an employee got COVID. So
dude.
yeah, I go there every day. Get coffee.
have you guys
Not McDonald's to get coffee.
Why are you getting coffee from McDonald's, dude?
Yeah.
No, Toast Box.
Oh,
Oh,
those
They're right
box,
opposite each
okay.
other. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Shit, man. So Javier, what do you think? You gonna lock down again?
I hope not. Like if there were lesser irresponsible people like hosting private parties, that would
Yeah, bro.
that would be so much more better, man.
I
These
remember.
people-
No, I think I told Lavin like there was someone like hosting these like parties.
Holy shit.
Then I tried to like like screenshot those. They put the thing is they host and they know it's wrong, yet they like they still like boast about it and,
on the
like,
Insta
post it
stories
on
and
social
shit,
media.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then I was like, you know what, like let's just complain to the police about this. Let's see what they did, but
They didn't do shit,
they
right?
didn't do shit lah.
Yeah, I think same goes to like even vape and shit, man. Like Singapore and like vape stuff, it's everywhere, dude. And no
Yeah.
one does anything about it. It's on TikTok, on my FYP, it's on my stories, and it's just like
Precisely, and they're like people like that I follow. They're selling like the vapes online,
right, and they
stuff.
sell it openly on like Insta stories.
Let's hope.
Like
let's
they
hope.
list down all the flavors and like all the devices and all this shit.
Let's hope
So, like-
SPF. No one from SPF use this shit, man. Otherwise, we're gonna be like we're gonna be like big time snitches. You know what I'm saying, dude?
You know,
A
I've-
lot
I've had-
of. Okay, yeah, you say
I've had HSA come to my door before, you know.
why?
Okay, so admittedly, I've had a vape before, those like box mod things, right? And I don't have it anymore. I don't know where it went. I lost
Okay.
it. So
Right.
basically, what happened was, right, I posted a video of like me just fucking around with vape on my private account. So it's like my personal life with like I think like 60 followers, which are my close friends, and one of them snitched on me. And HSA came
Do you
knocking
know
on
who?
my door. Yeah?
Do you know who?
I have no idea who, but I think I know who now because I started
You got
meeting
the
people,
idea.
you know. And like, where was I at? Oh, HSA, right? So they were let's chill, guys. So I talked to them like, actually, bro, I lost my vape like a few months back. I don't know where it went. If you want to chat, you can help me look for it. If you find it, then
Help me look for it. What do you think?
yeah. I straight told them like, you guys can raid my house, fine. But like, if you find it, then fuck.
Give
If you
it
don't
to me.
find
Give it
then
back to me. Thanks, bro.
like I really don't know where it went. I actually lost it somewhere in my house, so I don't know where it went. So they were like chill about it. We talked, and then by right, I don't think they're supposed to show me like the report, but they showed me, and I saw like screenshots of my Insta story, and I was like, motherfucker. I was just like,
Someone
that's
snitched.
it. Yeah, someone snitched, and it just sucks. They had me like go out and had a white wall, and like, we took like a mugshot thing, but that was pretty much it. It was just a firm warning, nothing much.
You had a mugshot?
Yeah, they strap told me to get out of my house, hold my IC, and they took a picture. On
Oh,
like,
okay,
behind
okay,
the
yeah.
white wall. Yeah.
Yeah. I've had one of those before too.
Yeah.
Am I the only good boy here?
I didn't even do anything, man. I didn't even do anything. Shit's ridiculous, dude. I get screened all the time for no apparent reason. Like,
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's
you know, it's like
policemen
those
have a
ones.
quota.
I don't know if it's like the way we look or something. There's ones.
I changed my bag because of that. I used to carry a duffel. I completely changed it because I was getting way too many suspicions. Like every single day in the
Yeah.
MRT, I would
So-
get stopped.
That's the thing. Like I think it was like a few years back. I think
Mhm.
I wasn't even like huge or anything. Not that I'm huge now, but like I wasn't even like crazy. Yeah. Then I was just carrying a duffel. I was walking. I was gonna tap the gantry and
What's
at
the
MRT station.
Sure. And then
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like those guards, the statistics calling.
yeah, I'm aware.
Something like that. Yeah. So I was walking, right? And then they were like, the thing is, they could ask me nicely to like, like, hey sir, I want to check your bag.
Okay.
Or something like that. I would have just been like, okay, sure. But the thing is, this person approached me like in a way where like it was so violent, He was like, hey, stop. I want to check your bag, Like,
But
stop.
that's so unnecessary though. It's so
Yeah,
unnecessary.
the thing is like he was shouting. So there were people looking at me, and like I felt really like, did you really have to do that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
was that necessary? Yeah.
So how did you handle the situation?
So I was like, yeah, what do you need? Then he was like, I want to check your bag. Then I'm like, all right, you can talk to me nicely, right? Then he checked my bag and he was like, okay, you can go. Then I was like, the hell?
Yeah,
I asked him like, why are you shouting? Can you chill? Yeah. Then he was just like, I want to check your bag. Yeah. So I think it's the way they handle. Yeah.
Dinesh, do you know the MRT gantry shit? Like the one I think it was on the news for a while. It was about this they have like this kiosk you had to like it's exactly like if you're traveling overseas or even if you're going to Malaysia, you have to like put your bag through the conveyor belt, then you have to walk
Right,
through
right.
the the screening shit. They put that shit in Mata MRT, right?
Okay.
So I remember I was going to work one day and then out of nowhere it appeared there. Right. So I was like, okay, let's see. Today's the first day they put that. Let's see if I'm gonna get screened. I legit just looked at my phone and then I got called. And I was like, dude, it's the first day y'all implemented the damn machine and I'm already getting screened. Like, what is it with y'all? I always get screened at the office. I mean, not the office, at the small ticketing counter shit, you
Yalla,
know.
yalla.
And then now I'm getting screened at the gantry. Like, dude, you're making me feel like, like I'm sort of like, I'm like putting your safety at risk. That's how you made me feel.
That's-
You know what I'm saying? Because like it's ridiculous. I'm putting my bag through a conveyor belt. I'm walking through, the screening shit. Now I have to put my hands up, and then you all are like using a detector on me. Like that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the first day they implemented that.
Shit, man.
It
I feel like
doesn't
this is
help.
like, I think this like, cause okay, I've been
Okay.
carrying a duffel bag for like, I used to carry a duffel bag for like 2 years straight,
Okay.
and I had zero instances of screening. I
Really?
just want to bring up like, I think this is just racism, dude. Damn straight.
Okay, yeah, because I
it's
mean,
Definitely,
I'm
definitely.
not going
yeah.
to, I'm not going to say that it's not, but it could be. But I just don't want to assume. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah, I
don't
don't want
want
to
to
immediately
assume.
put it out there
Yeah,
like it's
exactly.
racist.
Like it
Yeah,
could be
I
for
think it's racism,
multiple
dude.
reasons. But the thing that really pisses me off is the fact that every day I'm going to school, every day I'm going to work. The person at the counter, you see me every day. So like,
Yeah.
what the hell is your problem? You open my bag every day, you find Tupperwares, you find a belt, you find books, you find laptops, you find papers, you find chargers. You don't find anything else. So I don't understand. I get it that this is a safety concern for you, but do not tell me that you don't recognize my face because I was here yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Do not tell me you don't recognize the way I look because I wear the same shit every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the kind of guy that I have to look different in school every day. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I look the same
Yeah,
every
yeah,
day.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, do not tell me that you don't recognize. Oh, hey, I can't remember. That's bogus bullshit, man. It's just bullshit. Like you're just finding an excuse. It's the same thing, man. Like the whole. I mean, being here in Singapore, I've been here for like say 7 years. 7 years? Yeah, 7 years I've been here. Man, it's insane, man. Like I get screened all over the place, everywhere,
All the time.
anywhere. I don't know. Like JV, have you got screened before?
I've got screened like only like a handful amount of times, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, not much, honestly. So
But
there's just that.
but what were the reasons? What were your reasons?
Oh, well, the first reason I think I was just loitering. I was just like with my friends and avoid that, typical
Oh, okay,
kid
yeah,
stuff.
that happens, yeah.
Yeah, we're just chatting, catching up and stuff.
Mhm.
And that was pretty much it. I had my bag searched once at the MRT and it was just that one time. Yeah,
Really?
nothing much.
Damn.
Yeah.
I
And
feel like
I
this
used to
is
carry a duffel bag everywhere, dude.
I feel like this is routine for me.
Like
It
the
is,
trend.
it is.
Really? It's like that for
Yeah,
you
bro.
too?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just,
Jimmy, I was telling, I mean, just now, like, there's once I was, at the MRT station, right? Then there's usually the security counter, right? Or like the guard area, yeah. So this man just like, the thing is, he ran to me, guys. Like, he ran to me and then he was like, stop. I want to check your bag. So, yeah, the thing is, like, you run to me, okay, that catches people's attention already. And then you're shouting, so stop. I want to check your bag. Yeah. Like,
bro, I think that's just straight racism,
Yeah.
man.
No,
yeah, like all you could
how
have
I
done
know.
is like, all you could have done is like, please, let me check your bag, please, thank
Yeah.
you, or something
That's
like
what happened
that.
to me. Yeah.
No,
The guy was just
exactly.
like, he flagged me down.
No, the thing is,
Yeah.
right? I don't know. I can't tell for sure if it's a racist thing because I remember the second day of the implementation of the gantry shit. There was an Indian guy in front of me. Like I think he was around his like early 30s, and there was a woman behind me, and then there's another woman behind her. Like we were all coming down on the escalator from the escalator. So we are walking straight. All four of us walking in a straight line. So the security, they could see like, person 1, 2, 3, and 4. They looked at me and they pulled me out. So I'm like, now what the hell, man? Like every day, like
Were they all like carrying duffel bags or is it just you?
I wasn't carrying a duffel. I stopped carrying a
Oh.
duffel because of that. I stopped carrying a duffel for that sole reason, and yet I still get screened. So what? It's not my bag, it's not my race, it's not my physique, it's not my clothes. So what is it?
Yo, clip this part and send this to like the minister.
No,
Clip this part, man.
I mean-
Clip this part.
Dude, Dinesh sent something to the SPF and they didn't even reply. So what makes you think that if I send this clip to like LTA, they're gonna do anything?
Clip this to like MOSG, Millions of Singapore or something, dude.
Millions in Singapore, man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Get that
I ain't trying to get clout like that, man. Okay, actually, you know what? Doesn't matter. Any publicity is publicity.
I don't think it's clout. Like, it's not even just clout. It's like acknowledging that racism still exists.
100%, especially that recently,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of like racism is being exposed.
Definitely.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like
the
it's
Nyan
pretty sad.
professor, right? The
Mm.
recent case.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
feel like racism is just towards minorities, lah. I feel like racism can happen to anyone. You know, it's not just a matter. You know, it just happens more towards the minority because there is a majority. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that the majority don't face racism. They do. It's just maybe not to a certain extent, or not maybe, you know, as a whole. You know, as a whole, maybe not. You know, but it is what it is, like, you know. The more this thing becomes exposed, the more people acknowledge and understand. But yeah, it is what it is. To me, it's just I'm just trying to go to school, man. For real.
I'm trying to go to school, man.
I'm just trying to go to school, man. Like, geez, it's like don't you get sick of doing it? Don't you get sick of checking my bag every day? Don't you get sick of smelling the chicken rice? You know, because it's still warm. You know what I'm saying? It's still warm, you know, so like you can smell it and like, don't you get sick of it? Yeah. Wait, Javier, so are you planning to go back on prep?
Yeah. I've written out, like, I've named my diet and my training. I've named it Redemption.
Same. I've printed it and I pasted it on my wall in my kitchen. Yeah, so
Nice,
I'm about to eat and gain back whatever I've lost. I actually plan to go on a cut. I don't know, because I'm enlisting, so I don't know if I should cut and then cut again, because I'm going to lose a shit ton of. Oh yeah, by the way, I got press BP.
Probably what I'm gonna get as well. We're all technically obese under like Singapore BMI laws.
Dude, it's ridiculous, dude. You know what weight they want me to get at?
What? 60?
70?
No.
72.
Oh, dude.
72 kilos is 5 kilos off my stage weight.
Can you imagine me? I'm shorter than you, man. I probably have to cut to like 65.
Dude, that is okay. Just for the record, I'm around 90 right now. So imagine me losing that much of weight. Okay, like obviously I'm fat. Okay, that's a given. But like you know that I'm fat. No, that's a given. You know, but like imagine. I don't know, man. Like I'm not willing to lose that much of size. You know, like voluntarily. So I don't know if I'm in a contemplation. I don't know if I should go on a cut.
I think go on a cut, dude, and like try to, since now you can control a cut, right? As compared to like being in BMT and you can't control the cut, because the way they cut you down is just cardio, and they don't even give you protein, right? But since now you can control like the variables, right? Try to maintain as much muscle mass during this cut as possible. Okay, so at least when you reach like 70 plus, right, you'll be muscular still, you know?
Yeah,
and you're just getting off all the fluff.
Lean and
I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Because honestly, dude, at 90 kilos, I don't know. I don't know about y'all. I feel uncomfortable.
You feel heavy.
I feel uncomfortable. Like it's not like bullshit. I mean, I know people are gonna be like, shit, dude, it's just 90 kilos. But my heaviest was 96.2, around there. And honestly, it's really, really uncomfortable for me.
I think
for me
people don't understand the difference between like
90 kilos of fat
and 90 kilos of muscle.
training, you know, like 90 kilos
you know,
the like 90 kilos of just like sitting on your ass on the couch is totally different, you know what I mean?
Like it's not even that, like your daily lifestyles, like let's say 90 kilo of muscle versus 90 kilo of fat, right? If they walk the same amount of distance, right, the 90 kilo of muscle gonna feel more tired, because like the muscles use more oxygen and shit, right?
Yep, 100%.
I agree. Yeah.
Like I don't know, man. Like for me, I think I look pretty good at 80, like around 80, 85, 86. I think I look pretty good. So I'm kind of like trying to, I want to say recomp, but I'm going to lose some muscle in the process. So that's cool. I mean, unless I decide to go on, You know what I mean?
Supplements.
Supplements.
Then maybe then maybe. But it's all a given. I might actually talk to this with you, you and Tinesh, like outside of the podcast. Maybe we can discuss about it. Because honestly, I don't have a coach right now. Kind of been doing everything myself for like a really long time. So it'd be good to get some input. You know what I mean? Yeah. So how about you, Tinesh? What are your plans? Plan to continue your bulk? Because I know you're on right now.
Definitely. I mean, definitely bulking. I mean, my target weight was around 80-ish.
Great. Then we can both reach the same weight.
Huh?
Then we can both reach the same weight and actually look like friends.
I mean, like you're cutting and I'm like bulking. Yeah. So I mean, that was my target weight, like 80-ish, and like 75, 76. The heaviest I've ever been in like my entire life was 75, and that was like back in 20. That was actually like after my first comp.
Mm-hmm.
I had like a bulking stage. Then I reached 75. Then I went back down to like 70 to 69.
Okay.
And that was like fat, like 69 fat. And then I recom. So my stage weight was still 69. But I looked totally different.
That's great.
Because recom. Yeah. So I mean that was what my coach wanted lah. So that's what he did. And boom. Yeah. So then after that, I've never gotten anywhere near 75s until now. Yeah. So my goal is to reach.
But were you on at those times?
Like after my comp?
Like during your whole recomposition phase.
Recomposition, yes, definitely.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
How about you, Javier? Sorry. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, but after that, no, obviously no. Then now I'm targeting to reach around 80 lah. 80 would be like nice for me. Yeah, because I'm not that tall either.
Wait, so do you guys have weight goals, or do you guys have like physical, like To
be honest, I depend more on like how I look.
Yeah. So that's what do you guys like care about how much you weigh, or do you guys care about how you look more better? I mean, obviously we all care about how we look, but like, do you have a target weight whenever you're going on a card or on a bulk? Do you have like a target weight?
Target weight, I would say yes, but I would depend more on like how I look physically.
All right.
Okay.
How about you, Javier?
For me, nah, I have no target weight. I just if I want to get lean,
see how you look.
Okay.
See how I look.
That's true. When I did my first show, I was like that too. I didn't care about my weight. I just wanted to look as good as possible. So you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to look like my best. So I didn't really care about what weight I stepped on stage, because it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I guess people just put too much emphasis on weight, and then and then they tend to either like, I don't know, like, because a lot of factors that chip into this weight, this weight margin. I'm saying it's not necessarily like all fat, all muscle. It can be 100 different things. I'm saying, especially for women, like, I feel like there are different factors, and then we have to understand, like, 5 kilos of fat and 5 kilos of muscle are two different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what Javier mentioned just now, 90 kilos trained and 90 kilos untrained are very different things. You know what I mean? They cannot be put in the same margin for you to be able to understand how, the body and the system and the needs and requirements work. So for me, I guess, chasing. I just can assume that I would look better than I at 80 plus kilos than I would look right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just like an assumption,
A rough estimate, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because I know how I look like. I know how I look like at 70 plus. I mean, at 70, I know how I look like. I know how I look like at 90. So I kind of can get an estimate of how I look like after 2 years of an off season in the 80 kilo margin. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of get.
To me, weight is like, I don't use weight as a key factor to decide. Because back then when I was 75 back then, I looked fat. There was no visible abs and everything.
Yeah, same.
And then now I'm 75, I look totally different. So you see, same weight, but you look totally different.
Yeah. I feel like I'm the same amount of fluff as I was when I was 83 kilos last time. I was the same amount of fluff now. And now I'm like, and when I mean now, I mean like before the lockdown, I was like 96. Same amount of fluff than I am like right now. So that's kind of how I gauge to look. I will look better when I'm around my 80s.
I think Kind from for me, right? Like I've done 3 preps and I've
Yeah.
prepped people as well, right? Like
Yeah.
coaching and stuff. Like for me, weight isn't something that you should target at,
Chase,
but you
yeah.
should use it to track progress.
Yeah, 100%.
Estimate
I
and track
agree.
progress, because I think when you're in your off season, right, you can't really estimate like how much water is in you. But from your weight, you can sort of like get a rough idea how much water you lose at night when you sleep, or like how much water you gain in the day.
Yep.
You know, and especially like on prep, right? Weight is, I won't say it's an important factor, but as not it kind of is, because you gotta look at your weight, how it moves throughout the entire day, especially when you're peaking for something.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
I mean, a lot
A
of
lot
people
changes.
tend to, like I said just now, use weight as like a determining factor. I mean, like, especially for those beginners, if you're competing, then you probably already understand or know, the importance or the role of using a scale. You know what I'm saying? I mean, okay, Javier, I don't really know this, but is there a weight limit for classic, like in Singapore?
For
For your
classic,
for your height?
by right, yes, but
I
I
mean,
think
by
most
right,
federations,
yeah, by right they're supposed to have, right? But I'm wondering for physique, well, when you competed in classic, was there a weight cap for your height?
I think I don't remember, man. They didn't place much emphasis on it.
Emphasis?
Yeah, there wasn't much emphasis.
No, because I remember PW 2020, there was this one guy, he was like really tall, like super tall. I don't know if you remember juniors. I think juniors, like a really tall dude. Yeah. So, but he competed, and then I was like, how much does this dude weigh? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I mean that wasn't the first thing that I thought of. The first thing I thought of was like, Jesus, this dude is like huge. You know what I mean? But he wasn't he wasn't like as conditioned, or like he wasn't like didn't have like the flow and stuff like that. But he looked huge. So I was like, how do you put this guy in the same category as like someone like way shorter? Like, you know what I mean? I'm just curious, like what goes. I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about I don't know much about the rules or what goes into the organization and all that. But I just hope that one day Singapore gets to like advance.
Yeah,
You know?
I just hope they take the athletes more seriously instead of
Yeah,
just
that's
thinking
true.
of it as a money-making event.
I mean, they
Like-
should, because now we have two pros. For at least for like the men's physique.
Yeah, yeah.
We have two pros, and that's better than what we had 5 years ago. I mean, 5 years ago we had no like male pros. Wait, how many? I don't know this. I'm not too sure about the numbers, but I know we have a lot more like physique and bikini like pros, like the
We have figure
women's
pros
side.
as well.
Yeah,
We
there are
have figure
figure pros
pros
as well. So how many do we have? Like total, like just women, like women professional bodybuilders. How many do
I
we
think
have?
we've got 2 figure pros in Singapore.
Okay,
That yeah, and
we have one bikini pro.
one
Oh wait,
bikini, yeah.
one, or do we have more?
I think it's just one. It's Regina and Bombshell, right?
Yeah, I'm
Figure-
thinking about her as well. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's only her. And figure wise, we got Tia Singh
Okay.
and from 24X. This girl from 24X, Shaker, I think Shaker.
All right. So we
Yeah.
have. Oh, dude, I was honestly thinking more. Who was that?
Yeah, I think
Who was
not
that?
much.
Who was that lady who went to the Olympia?
Olympia. You mean the amateur Olympia?
I think the
If you're talking
amateur
about amateur
Olympia.
Olympia, it's Irfan and Shirchi, right? The power couple.
Oh, I mean, no. I mean, like, geez, I can't put my finger on it. Someone from Singapore went to. I'm not so sure if it's the Olympia or the amateur Olympia.
Figure-
but-
Local Singaporean.
Yeah, local.
Figure
I mean,
bikini.
because the card, the card, it says the country that you're from, and it says Singapore there.
Oh, is it Barbara Chung?
yeah. Was it her?
Yeah, is she
I
a
can't
pro?
remember.
I think so.
I can't remember, but I know someone from Singapore. Okay, yeah. Anyways, so I just wanted to show you that. I wanted to tell that like there are more like like women professional bodybuilders in Singapore.
Yeah.
And they are men. So like, what do you think of this advancement? Do you think that this is going to happen more towards the males, or is it just going to keep or is it just going to keep increasing for the women, or is it like both of them are going to increase? What do you guys think?
I mean, there is potential, right? I mean, look at all these like new
definitely.
athletes. Yeah, look at all these athletes coming up. There is potential. And then we've got people like rooting to go overseas, like for example, Irfan. Yeah, I
Before
mean, look at
planning
the
to
guy.
go overseas, like shift or to compete
No, as in
overseas?
like compete overseas. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I mean,
So
he
like,
has already competed overseas.
yeah, that's why. So I think obviously it's gonna expand lah. I wouldn't say if we're gonna like drop or like deprogress in any way.
I mean, no, that's not
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I'm just curious as to, do you think like the male professional bodybuilders are going to be like now like slowly increasing as opposed to the male professional bodybuilders, or I mean female professional bodybuilders, or do you think that's just gonna be like a sudden surge of like more male professional bodybuilders suddenly?
I
I
think
wouldn't say it's a sudden surge, but maybe slowly.
I mean, I would definitely love
Slowly.
to see, because I feel like a lot of people around here, like from here, especially in Singapore, I mean, like a lot of them have potential to become pro. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm not saying a lot, as in like I'm not saying like any Tom, Dick, and Harry can become a professional bodybuilder. I mean, that's not what I'm saying.
Correct,
I'm
yeah.
saying like, like I know a few people personally who I think should turn pro pretty soon, and I mean, I'm not gonna name drop because like then people are gonna get offended. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's great. Like, it's great to see that more people are taking the initiative and people want to turn pro.
Yeah.
Javier, do you want to turn pro?
For
I
sure, man.
definitely assume you're turn pro.
Definitely, man.
I-
He's got potential, man.
Yeah.
This guy.
I wanted to compete in the Arnold's Amateur in Australia like next year March,
Mhm.
but with how it is now with COVID, right? I don't think it's gonna happen, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless the travel bubble gets established, then
Right.
I might go for it. Yeah. You're talking about like women. There's more pros in like the women division, right?
Wait, sorry. Do you want to take a break? Let me get back.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
All right. So Javier, you're talking about women professional bodybuilders. Okay, go on.
Yeah, so like I think not to diss the women's side of things, right? But like
Mhm.
it's sort of easier in a sense that there's
Wait,
a higher
are
probability.
you talking about? Okay, which category are you talking about specifically?
I think that's women's in general, like women's
Really?
divisions versus
You feel
men's
that it's
divisions.
easier?
That's because like probability wise, right?
Mhm.
There are lesser people competing in women's because generally women have lesser people that want to be bodybuilders, right?
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
That makes it another factor because like the genetic freaks in the women side of things, right? They might not even choose bodybuilding in the sport. So end up it's kind of like easier in a sense. Do you get what I mean?
Okay, wait. Just to confirm. Wait, just to confirm,
wise,
you're talking about this is Singapore's context, right?
Singapore and overseas, like in the whole
Okay,
general
so
world as well.
generally, all right. Okay.
Yeah, generally, because like mathematically wise, it's a high probability compared to guys where there's like millions of people competing in men's. And
Millions. Okay, I don't think millions, but like, okay,
yeah, I'm pretty sure
like
there's millions, man. That's
I don't
pretty
think
sure.
so. Millions?
Yo,
Wait, worldwide?
Yeah, worldwide.
Wait,
Maybe millions, yeah.
Yeah,
What's our world population?
7 billion.
7 billion
Yeah.
or more.
So
7
you're
billion
saying
or
it's
more,
like
yeah.
7
Let me
billion.
look this up. World population.
I think it's like 7
7.6
billion.
billion.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
100 million. Wait, is there 100 million, or is that like you have to have 100 millions to be
Okay, there's
1 billion?
100 millions. There's 100 millions. 1 more zero and
right?
plus 1 billion. Yeah.
Okay, all right, okay. So you're saying
shit
it's a
ton of
one.
people in this
It's a one out of how many? One out of how many people are in men's physique?
Oh, wait, what are we talking about men's physique now? Where are we?
he's talking about
Because you said there are millions of people doing men's physique. Oh, are you talking about
men's in general? Men's in general.
Okay.
Men's,
All
yeah.
right,
division.
okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
that's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I was thinking like shit, millions of people are doing men's physique. I don't think I'm gonna turn pro, man. Alright, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So with that being said, right, there's gonna be a lesser chance of you turning pro, like one of us turning pro, because there's so many people competing there.
Yeah.
It's so saturated. And on top of that, I think women, especially like women's bikini, I don't think they know what they want. Like, no offense to like them, but like you look at men, right?
Mhm.
They all want to get below that 5% body fat, look
Yeah.
ripped as fuck.
Yeah.
It's just that their structure changes which category they compete in. You can't force a
Agreed.
classic structure to go into men's physique or
100%.
to opens, right?
Yeah.
But with women's like bikini, like what fat percentage should you be in? Like, are you aiming to get shredded, or are you not supposed to be shredded? Or like,
But
Where is
isn't there
that
like
line,
a
bro?
isn't that there's like the requirements, right? Like you have to have like a slightly feminine look, but still hold a certain amount of muscularity,
That's for like
yeah, but not too much like vascularity in that sense, not like the freak factor shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
that's for like figure and bikini, is it? Because bodybuilding is like
No,
women's
women's
bodybuilding
bodybuilding is
it's
different.
crazy as fuck. Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy as fuck. But like,
That's just
you see that
intense.
comes with the fallacy with like, you know how men's physique used to be beach bodies as well, and look where that brought them back to bodybuilding. That's like Thanos now, dude. Like, look where you're brought. You know, but like,
Okay, yeah,
as
yeah.
well, if they don't, because it's so so what's it called? There's no baseline for it, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing to
I
reference it
understand.
from.
I understand what you're saying.
Even with men's physique, they
So
don't know
you-
what they're going for.
So you think it's easier for women to turn pro than it is for men to turn
Yeah,
pro?
yeah.
I don't
Okay,
completely disagree. I don't
I think I'm
completely
gonna
disagree.
get a lot of shit from this, but
No,
I'm just gonna say
like
anyways.
you make a good point, like statistically speaking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not condemning.
fair
I
point,
don't.
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
fair
I feel like you're not condemning anyone. You're just saying like from a statistic point of view, it just makes
Yeah.
sense. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say another very controversial thing about women's bikini, dude.
Right. Sure. Go on. Go on.
Is it really bodybuilding? Like bodybuilding supposed to you get shredded,
All right.
you gain some muscle, right?
Okay. Then in that
Bikini
case,
is
is men's physique really bodybuilding then?
Yeah, because you're trying to like get yourself conditioned to like sub like 5% body fat, right?
But you're not
like,
looking at
women's
but you're not
bikini-
looking at 50% of your body. So is it really bodybuilding? Okay, for those people who think that I'm shit talking men's physique, no, I am men's physique. So no. You know, yeah, but no, seriously, like, do you think that men's physique is considered
Like-
bodybuilding then?
Bikini goes through less struggles than all the other categories. Just because like they don't get as low as most of the other categories in terms of body fat.
I've
I
heard
feel like they
people
get
I've
the
heard people
least.
say like you can be like you don't necessarily have to like be a bodybuilder or go through the entire bodybuilding, like, you know, the training, the prep and all that to actually look like a bikini athlete. But I feel that you know
Yeah.
it's just, I don't know, it's different for everyone, right? I mean, I don't know, like
I feel like it
I'm
should be a thing, but
Yeah.
it shouldn't be in bodybuilding. It shouldn't be under the IVB. I'm just thinking like it could be a beauty pageant on its own, not
beauty pageant.
to be categorized under bodybuilding. Because what it is an ass show, dude. Everybody can
Holy
agree.
shit.
That's an ass show, dude.
Holy
You see, they turn
shit.
to the back pose, right? And their hair's down. They don't even gotta show the back.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they're not showing the back. So what are you? Okay. People might argue.
Wait, they don't pull the hair forward?
Nope.
Some of
They don't
some
have to.
they don't
Unlike
have to.
bodybuilding, right? Unlike bodybuilding,
have to. Yeah, they don't have to.
So it's not
only
compulsory.
bodybuilding they move the hair forward, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
I've
yeah,
heard
you kind
some
of
of the
trying to
judges say
assess.
it's an ass show. Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the case, then some might say no. The judges are analyzing the lower body posterior chain.
What posterior chain? Lower body. Yeah, lower body posterior chain.
The calves, the
Literally your
hamstrings, and the
ass.
glutes.
Okay, that's about it. Yeah. And where is the bodybuilding in that? If you're looking at a woman's lower body.
Okay, yeah. So where's
Right.
the bodybuilding in that if you're only looking at the upper body? You get what I mean? Like
in men's physique case.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to start anything. I'm just trying to.
Sure.
I'm just trying to like
Understand.
right, have
Yeah,
like
yeah.
understand the rationale behind it, because you know what? If anyone hears this shit, we're gonna get smoked, man. Like people are gonna be like, oh no, not we're
I
being
think it's
sexist.
just an opinion. It's just an opinion.
Okay. Yeah. 100%.
But
I feel like it's a
Yeah.
Okay.
But my main stand is just that they don't go through that low body fat thing, you know.
Dinesh, what
That's
do you
all
think?
about it.
What do you think, Dinesh?
I mean, do y'all watch those competitions? Because I don't, man. I don't even bother watching.
It's not because
You know?
I don't. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, and it's not because I don't like
watch. You know, it's for me. It's
yeah,
just
it's
like,
not because like I don't respect what they do,
Yeah.
or like, you know,
It's just
I don't think that what they do is right or wrong.
Oh yeah.
No, it's not because of that. It's just merely because of the fact that I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of like, do they work as hard as us, or like, do they work as hard as like those women in the bodybuilding category, or like, you know, the men? I wouldn't know, because I've
No, Tinesh,
I've not.
let me stop you right there. Everybody works hard, right? Everyone thinks
Everybody
Yeah,
works
that's
hard.
why.
Yeah.
everyone thinks about
But now we're saying like, do they work as hard?
how do we
So the
justify
thing-
that? How do we justify
Yeah,
it
that's the
if
thing.
someone
I
working as hard
I
as
wouldn't
someone
know
else?
how to answer that. I wouldn't know how to answer that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if
Like,
you
okay,
ask my opinion, I would say I agree to what Javier said to a certain extent.
Okay.
Yeah, to a certain
I
extent.
agree with this it's not slipping on my
This
tongue.
is like some
I'm
social
agreeing with the
studies
numbers.
thing now. I agree
Yeah,
to a certain extent.
yeah, I agree with the numbers. I agree with the whole ash show thing. I'm not sure because I don't know. But if Javier says this is the case, then it probably is the case. You know what I'm saying? But then again, this is an opinion. So for those listening, don't take it
yeah,
too hard.
like, yeah, I'm all for women's bodybuilding and women's bikini. Like, I respect it
Yeah.
and everything. It's just that, like, even my previous partner, she was into bikini, so I was actually watching it with her and like understanding how to pose. And I was like, I would adjust her in her poses and shit. So yeah, I have all the respect for bikini. It's just that I feel like the fat percentage thing.
Okay,
That's just where I'm coming from. Yeah.
Right then.
I mean, I've seen some that it's not that low at all to the
Yeah.
point where like
it
they can
gets
see
freaky.
the muscle.
Yeah, it's the striations, the separation,
Yeah,
and shit like
striations
that.
and whatnot.
Yeah. No, I mean I agree with that. I agree with you all in that sense, I guess. But in that case, right? So where do you think men's physique lies?
Men's physique is also another like fine line, dude. Like, look at Jeremy Van Deer and like the recent winners. They look
Insane.
quite different, you know.
That's true.
Like Jeremy Van Deer was like wasn't stocky, but like he had that vibe going on. And then the next after he stepped down, it was what Raymond Edmonds was lengthy as fuck.
Brendan Hendrickson was before.
There's like long limbs and
no, Raymond won previously before Brendan Hendrickson, if I'm not wrong.
Raymond has how many Olympias? 1 or 2?
2, I think.
He has won 1, pretty sure.
1.
Yeah,
wait, no.
Won
Brendan
one Olympia.
Hendrickson won 1, and then he lost, and then he lost to Raymond, and then Brandon won again the next year.
Raymond Edmonds won the. Brendan Hendrickson won first, and then
won first, then Raymond. Yeah, then after that he won again. That's funny. I'm gonna go off track a little bit. Jay Cutler and Brendan Hendrickson were the only 2 people, in the Olympia stage to be able to, win an Olympia, lose the title, and regain it back.
Oh damn! Okay.
Not a lot of people like actually think this true, but that's actually true. Like Brendan Hendrickson and Jay Cutler were the 2 only people who have won an Olympia, lost it, and then won it again. Yeah, but it's just pretty dope. But yeah, like I wanted to say, like, I don't actually watch a lot of men's physique. I'm not really like super into like I'm into the Olympia, I'm into like the pro shows, some of the pro shows that like the bigger pro shows, like the New York Pro, Tampa, Texas and stuff like that. But like I'm into, I don't know, like it's just the bodybuilding, like the men's open bodybuilding. That shit's really interesting, man. Like I'm watching that shit religiously.
And it's
like,
way more interesting as well.
Yeah, because I don't know, it's just I'm a fan. That's all.
Can I say you guys should at least compete in like classic or opens once, because the amount of freedom you get to express a physique, right?
That's the thing. Because like
it's so much more fun, I swear.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I mean, I'm more intrigued by the classic physique,
Yeah, same.
Like the gracefulness and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, like people like Chris and like Rough Diesel. Rough Diesel, he's posing. I don't know. I just
spot on.
You guys like you guys like Keon's posing?
Yeah, Keon is.
I love Keon, man.
I think he's amazing, man. Yeah, I think
so
he's amazing.
You see poses. I mean, poses like that. You see like the posing and whatnot. So it's very interesting. Yeah. So I didn't like just stick to like watching men's physique. I actually started watching like classic. Yeah. So I mean, competing wise.
Bro, no, trust me, man. Having your hands up here compared to down here is way more interesting.
Maybe. Why you gotta put it
right? That's the shit we do like at home,
that's the shit we do at home,
There's so much freedom to your movement that you can express yourself in such a fun way.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that. But if I ever do classic, it'd probably be like a local show, 100%. I'm not putting my legs outside of Singapore.
Right, like I mean, like if you're
Yeah.
competitive on the stage, right? In men's physique, all you can do is just flex harder and smile harder. But if you're in
Right.
like men's open or classic, at least you can like flex, like really flex, you know.
Dude.
And like
Okay.
you're able to choose music.
I mean, no, did you guys get okay, so JV went off. I'm not too sure, but
Yeah.
I don't think JV had a chance to choose his music.
Because if
I feel
if
like
they're able to choose music, you
yeah,
guys are
wait,
able to
JV.
choose music.
No. I wasn't able to choose music, dude.
Yeah, see,
Damn.
look, I don't
Yeah.
think any local shows you get to choose your music.
I think nationals do though. Nationals they let you choose
That's the
You get
thing,
to
like,
choose it in
because music
nationals.
plays a part, man. Like,
a very big role.
I can't
dude.
remember the song they were playing. Shit, I can't
It's
remember.
some like weird EDM remix or some pop song.
Yeah. So I didn't
Yeah.
know how to. Okay, I don't even know like how to pose. I had my coach actually like at that point he was teaching me like how to pose. We had like a studio in TP. It was the studio is
Oh, yeah.
inside the gym. So we were posing. We used to like off all the lights, on a few lights, and we started posing. So I practiced posing in that shit for a while. I think like 3 weeks out, I was practicing, which is a really dumb move. I feel like we should start practice posing, like the moment
A1, bro.
day one. You
Yeah.
know what I
All
mean?
the time,
Like
dude.
The
yeah.
thing is, like, when I was prepping, right, with my friend and all,
Mm.
like, my coach was prepping like 3 people. So we were training together, and like, one of them was, they had like a little bit more body fat,
Mm.
and we already started practicing posing. We
Yeah,
had like,
yeah.
our abs were like not so visible, but
Mm.
we already started posing and all that. So,
For me, I felt like my posing. I started practicing posing every day, like 4 weeks out, 3 weeks out, something. I was posing every day after every session, sometimes twice a day, something like that. But I realized that it wasn't enough because I'm not used to it. I'm a very rigid guy. Like I don't flow very well. I can't dance, I can't play soccer, I can't play any sports because I'm very rigid. Like I have the what's it called, lack of coordination. And I feel like that's something that it's a skill that people just get better at times. But I kind of like regretted it because okay, Danny Dharma was judging. He was one of the judges. All right.
Yeah.
So I was I walked to the stage is like, you can walk, right? So I walked to the part that he was there, and I was doing my set routine in my head. And for some reason he looked at me in the eye and I cramped. I cramped my lower abs. and then I kind of like had the moment, I had the moment. Then after like he was looking at me, and then he kind of gave the smile. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna walk away from you now. So I transitioned to a back pose so I can like relieve my abs. You know what I mean? So I was
Yeah.
like, shit. So I was kind of walking out the stage, and then I completely forgot that we weren't allowed to go off the stage. Remember? That was the year
Yeah,
they
just a wait
changed it.
aside, right?
We have to wait to the side. So I was like,
Yeah.
geez, now my abs are cramped. I can't go back and relieve myself. And the crowd is, gonna be watching me at the same time. And I was like, man. But yeah, thankfully it went away like after a while.
Oh,
But
okay.
but this is the consequence of not practicing your posing. You know what I mean? This is the consequence.
Yeah.
Like shit happens, man. When you're not used to it, yeah, shit happens. But yeah.
That's like teens for like Physique War 2019 was insane, dude. It was
Yeah.
kind of very stacked, man, for some reason.
That was the year Ryan won.
Ryan won. Yeah.
Yeah. I might actually try to get him on the podcast if I can. Pretty interesting, to
Yeah.
see his point of views and shit like that. Are you and him okay
Yeah.
though?
He and we don't talk no more, man. We had some back and forth.
But are you all
And
okay?
I think we haven't talked about whether we're okay or not.
Okay.
I think we're fine. Yeah.
This is
There's
good.
nothing
This
much
is
going
good.
on. We just don't talk.
The last thing bodybuilding needs is beef. In my opinion.
Dude, yeah, man. Like
Yeah.
especially Singapore, it's so small. You start
We
being
don't
one guy,
need
then
beef.
beef everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're all so interconnected, like I don't know. Like it's the same thing as like professional bodybuilders getting into beef. Like it escalates. In Singapore,
Yeah.
the problem is that it's too small. So the moment one thing starts, everyone knows. So it's not really like a good thing.
Have you been following Ryan though? His
Yeah.
progress from like not gymming to like getting back is fucking insane, dude.
Mhm.
Do you see?
I saw.
Yeah, it's mad, man.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
great, man. I feel like a lot of people have a lot to learn from him. You know what I mean? I'm not, that's not him, like a lot of other people as well. So that's kind of like what I want to do for, you know, for us here. So, you know, like going on to, I kind of want to make this thing into like how do I put it? Like a like a, I want to say bro chat, but that's already taken. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like just a bunch of like, you know, like teens like
The
us
gym
coming
bro
down.
chat, you know.
Yeah, so kind of like the gym bro chat, okay, whatever. Yeah, you know, just come in and sit down and talk about shit like this once in a while. And then I also want to do like I just want to call like a bunch of people like locally, you know, to come on and talk, because I feel like this is just our perspective. Like what we're doing today, it kind of gives people like the average Joe, you know, have an idea of what the hell this actually is, you know, because people think of us as overachievers. That's the problem. People look at us because, you know, like for you, Javier, for example, you started bodybuilding at what, it's 16, 15?
15, yeah.
15.
It's
15
mad,
years
man,
old.
man.
People are like, shit, I can't wait to drink at 18. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the idea was in my head as well.
I mean, yeah, okay,
I
yeah. I
mean,
mean, like,
I'm not gonna
okay,
lie, I'm not
but
gonna
who
lie.
the
Yeah,
hell
but
thinks about, okay, I want to do bodybuilding
Yeah, right.
and I want to do it like, okay, you're aiming to do professionally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I
definitely.
want to do
Precisely,
professional
yeah.
bodybuilding and I'm going to start working now. Then I'm 15 years old. You don't get a lot of people thinking that. I didn't think of that when I was 15.
What were you doing at 15, Arvin?
What was I doing? I was parking in bubble tea shop.
I was
I wasn't into like any like bullshit or anything. Like I was just like, you know, typical after school, after remedial, go bubble tea shop, sit down, drink bubble tea, talk shit, go home 7 p.m., do homework.
So,
continue.
but the important question is, right, which bubble tea shop?
Okay.
Yo, let me guess. Wait, I don't know. Are you all like too young? Because during my time it was like Sweet Talk.
We had
Sweet Talk was-
we had a sweet talk. We did have one of those. I was there for a while, but then suddenly it closed down. So I was like back at where I came from, like some old uncle place.
it's a random one, no
Yeah,
brand.
we used to call him PMS
There's no
uncle.
brand, yeah.
Yeah, no, but we used to call him PMS uncle because the moment we start speaking and we start laughing, he would like, hey, you want to laugh here? Talk to you, go outside and talk. You know what I mean? He used to be like that. So I
Why
was
do you
like,
sound like him?
I'm kind of like trying to make that impression. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's how he sounded. That's what he told us. So we used to sit outside and do shit. So yeah, that was what I was doing at 15 years old. I started training 16. 16 I was like, I don't know, lifting weights lah, in that sense, you know, like. And then 17 years old I was like, okay, I just did my first show, now it's time to get serious. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's a pretty bad move, not gonna lie. I wouldn't have done that. Knowing what I know now, I wouldn't have done that. But I think everything does experience lah. If I didn't compete, then I don't think
It's good that you did that, you know what I mean?
Because if I
then
did,
you
if I
learn
didn't
from
do,
it,
if I didn't do that, then I don't think I'll ever be competing now. Because look at my situation now. Like, look at our situation now. We had lockdowns, we had everything. The only reason that I want to ever get back on stage is because I've already went there before and I liked it. You know, I liked the fact that I had to like suffer during prep.
Yeah.
All that shit builds character, man. Not a lot of people understand that. So, you know, for like someone like JV who started bodybuilding at 16 years old, like 15, 16 years old, that shit's like not normal. And that's why I said that people tend to think of us as overachievers, you know, so they don't understand like, every day you just go gym, you know, like, hey, every day you eat the chicken, not salmon, you know what I mean? People say shit like that, you know, so they don't understand, you know. And then like, okay, I stopped clubbing. I think I stopped every single one of my bad habits, man. Like everything, completely everything. And it's only because I started seeing more progress once I did. So, but people will be like, dude, you're only 20 years old and you already stopped everything. And I'm like,
enjoy life.
No, and I'm like, yeah, because you know why? Because I did all of that when I was 15. You get what I mean? Yeah, I took the whole timeline and I brought it behind. So for me, my mentality was experience whatever I can experience now. When it's time to work. You know what I mean? Because at this age, this is the age when everyone actually starts experiencing shit. But for me, I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. I've had my share, you know? So I guess it's not really a negative to wanting to do things earlier, I guess. But yeah, this is what it is, lah. How about you, Dinesh? What were you doing?
When I was 15, dude, I was like, I mean, back then skateboarding was my passion, man. Yeah.
That's dope, man.
So, you know,
That's
Yeah.
dope.
yeah. I don't know if you all have seen like the videos and all.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I've seen.
yeah,
I've seen.
I
you
was
take-
just like, I was just like jumping downstairs and like skating handrails and stuff. Yeah, so that was my thing back then, 15. And I only started lifting like I think just now in like Sec 4, late Sec 4, early IT days. So like around late 2016, early 2017. Yeah, and I think I gotta thank the fact that like okay, because I could go to O levels, which is like Sec 5. I could go, but I didn't. I chose to go to IT instead. And that's
was
when I fell in love with like fitness and all. So I guess it's fate lah in that
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, then I started like competing for the first time, and that was a good
the whole
experience
process
for me.
lah.
Yeah, although I thought of it negatively in the sense whereby like I thought, you know what, I'm gonna fail at this, 5th place, like I suck. Yeah. But then I realized the importance of having someone to guide you through your prep, having a coach and like dieting properly. Like during my first prep, I ate like 3 meals, 4 meals. And then boom, like second com, my prep was different. I had like 8 meals, 9 meals. I was drinking like
Wait.
yeah, I was drinking
8 to 9 meals.
yeah,
Like,
but depends
and
on what
cutting?
you
So, like-
on what you eat. My meals was just 2 kilos of chicken breast.
Oh my
That's split into
god.
like 9 meals.
Yeah, so 2 kilos of chicken breast a day, and that was like that was like 1 week prior.
Dude, even if so, you were eating a meal every hour.
every 2 hours, yeah.
Cannot be, bro. If you're eating a
Bro,
meal every
I woke
2
up
hours.
I woke up at 5 o'clock, eat,
Okay.
sleep, wake up at 7, eat, sleep.
Wait.
Yeah,
So
that's
if
the
you're
thing.
eating 1 meal every 2 hours, means you have only 4 hours to sleep.
Not really what.
Yeah. If you're eating a meal every 2 hours,
It's like 8, 9
you
meals.
only have 4
8, 9
hours to
meals.
sleep. Yeah, I'm just saying 10 meals. Let's say you're having 10 meals. Okay, let's say you're having 8 meals. So you sleep 6 hours a day. And your last meal is like you're sitting on the bed, you're eating and then you go sleep.
Voila, as in like you don't eat every 2 hours. Sometimes you eat before that. No, it's only like 200 grams of chicken each meal.
Oh yeah, it's not a lot. Like, you get hungry real fast.
Yeah, 200
Yeah.
grams of chicken. That's yeah.
Yeah.
I'm eating like what now? I have 5 meals right now, but they're really big meals because I don't know, I just don't have the time to have like sit down and eat like 6-7 meals. So 5
Yeah.
meals is already like, because of work and school and all that. Maybe now I'll go 6-7 meals because I have time, you know what I mean? But back then or like previously, no, I couldn't do it. Could you do it, Javier?
Correct.
Have 6-7 meals a day?
I used to take six meals a day. Yeah, but
Mm.
subsequently, I think recently I dropped it to 5 because like time's an issue.
Yeah, no, exactly. People don't
Yeah.
understand that, People, I feel like people always think that still we just eat once a day.
Right.
Yeah.
Once a day ain't enough,
Once a
bro.
day.
Ain't enough to cut
We
it.
just eat like one big meal, and that's it. People, I mean, but yeah, I can't blame them. If you don't have the knowledge and understanding behind what we do, then like you're not really to blame for.
I mean, if they're not into bodybuilding, it's fine.
Yeah,
You
but I
can't-
feel like,
yeah.
understanding the basics should be a thing.
Right, of like what your body needs.
Yeah, and like what your
Yeah.
body needs. Like
It's really different.
you don't have to get into like, oh, you have to eat this much X amount of protein, X amount of carbs after training because of glycogen
yeah.
replenishment, blah blah blah. You don't have to know all that. You can just like, I don't know, eat before and after training because I have to. Like energy
that.
input versus energy output. Like this goes back to like thermodynamics. You know what I'm saying? So like
Right.
just maybe that concept of it, I guess. I feel like a lot of people just don't understand that, and it's kind of sad.
True.
Because like it's about yourself, it's about your health. If you don't know about it, then who's gonna know? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna tell you? Because you clearly don't follow Teenage Javier or I, because like you think like we're a bunch of like meatheads who like, if you don't go to the gym every day, you're a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Eat like 6 meals a day, dude.
Yeah, Nice.
Yeah.
But that's great, guys, So I think we'll call it a day.
Yep.
Great to have you guys here, both Dinesh and Javier. I will.
Keep having me here, dude.
Yeah, for sure, man. No worries. I mean, it's great to have you. Look at Dinesh smiling and shit. He's like, Thank God this has been a long 3 hours.
Wait, what? It's been 3 hours.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so okay, we're gonna
The
call it
time
off.
just flying by.
I'm gonna go eat, dude. I'm hungry as fuck.
Sure, man. So for those of you viewing,
So if you're gonna do this often, then I need to like get like proper stuff.
no man, this is
This
cool.
lighting sucks.
No, this is cool. I mean, I can still see your face. I will let you know when I'm editing lah. So yeah. All right. So for those of you watching, thanks for if you all made it this far, thank you for watching. And you guys can let us know, either on Instagram or on the comments, whatever, like if you guys like watching this shit, you guys want to know more, some things you want to know or you want us to talk about, just let us know. Feel free, anything goes. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you.